This is madness! This is...
Mommy and Daddy are yelling again!
What's an Eiffel Tower, stupid?
I'm playing with my tits.
No, fuck your opening.
Who's bunghole bunny?
It's very important to talk about those things and not to really have some kind of dialogue about what's going on.
Whatever shall we talk about?
Whatever shall we talk about?
Hi, and welcome to Pokin with a Stick podcast for February 27th.
Ah, Lord!
You know what? I'm going to hang up on your ass in a minute.
Oh, relax.
We're starting a little late because apparently
Choose your words.
audio problems.
Okay.
So, Jim, why don't you try rebooting that computer?
All right.
Why? Because we can hear you now.
Oh, Jim, we could hear you. Hold on, let me scream.
Yeah.
It wasn't broken. Don't fix it.
But now he's restarted it.
Well, I think because what I did was I unplugged all the headphones, so he was actually using the microphone on the computer. So, which actually didn't sound that bad, did it? No.
Excuse me.
So he'll reboot anyway. It needs to be done.
Oh, Tommy's in the room.
Oh, Toppy! I didn't invite him.
Oh, I don't blame you. I wouldn't invite him either.
Never around anymore, so I just...
No, he's not.
Oh, that Daniel Bieber? Faye Driver?
Oh my god, Faye Driver?
Princess Hana?
Oh my god.
Really so silly?
They're all in the room because it's not, and now it's not, now it's ruined.
Did you say you could hear me?
Yes.
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 No, we can't hear you. Say that again.
What?
What?
Don't do that, Jim.
You're playing fucking games with my head.
We
Bad
don't-
enough I got Gavin here.
Jim, stop yelling. You're yelling.
Say, I paint scallions.
I paint sky.
When you yell, we hear that, okay?
What do you hear?
You're yelling. Anyway.
Mommy and Daddy are yelling again!
I wonder if that headset got dropped on the floor too many times. Was it on the floor when you were trying to get
Maybe
on?
you checked off some splooge into it.
I never jerk off out there.
Living-
Dining room windows. Are you kidding?
How's South Carolina, Jay?
Jim, you're really loud.
Wonderful.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Hey,
I've done a tour of the entire state, practically.
hey,
Oh.
this is bonkers. I'm seeing Jay and Big Fatty in the same room.
You believe it?
What have you been smoking, Toppy?
I don't know.
You see them on different things.
There might be something in your water. You're not in Flint, Michigan, are
Oh
you?
my God, no, I don't know. It's crazy.
So tell us, Big Fatty, is Jay as big a slut as he tells us?
Is he what?
As
As
big
big
a
a
slut.
slut as he says?
A biggest slut?
As
Yeah,
big
no.
a slut.
How big of a slut do I say I am?
Big.
No. He's
Well,
got
He hasn't been yet.
It was nice of you. It was nice of you to let him out of the sling for an hour or so. So.
Right.
Yeah, you're eating up our time.
How's Ron? Where's Ron?
Ron is in Orlando at a trade show.
Oh, okay.
He said that last week. You don't remember that?
Trade show.
Yes, rough trade.
Rough trade.
rough trade. Yeah. Mm-hmm. No.
Alright.
Hi, Toppy.
Hi,
Hey,
Toppy.
Jay. Hi. Hey, Jimmy. Hi, everybody.
What am I?
How you doing?
Hi, Big Fatty.
Do I just fall into everybody?
Hi,
Pretty
David.
much.
Hi, Turnip Head. Hi.
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 Who's in the room, Gavin?
Who's
heard it done.
Sigma Wolf?
Oh!
Whoa.
Sigma Wolf.
And hello, Ed James.
Oh!
What are you showing us, Big Fatty? Oh,
Look at the calendar.
the calendar. Marking calendar?
Huh?
Marking calendar?
That is the marking calendar.
Oh, okay. Let me see all the little writing on it that you have. Do you sit down once a year and like write out all the like birthdays?
Once a year we work.
Oh, he does actually write them all down. Oh my god. I don't know why that freaks me out a little bit.
Why would that freak you out?
It's shit my grandmother used to do.
I am your grandmother.
Oh, you are my grandmother.
Big Fatty, somebody wants a shout out up for their birthday. Willie So Silly.
When is your birthday, Willie So Silly?
March 11th.
Oh, okay. Let me mark that on there. Let's see let me see if I already have it on there.
Turnip Head stepped in for you.
I don't.
Wow, good douche.
He's in good company.
I have a job for Veritable Virgo. I need Big Fatty's face on an old lady's head for the show art. So thank you.
Oh, dearly.
Is Veritable in the room?
Yes, he's in the room.
No, he's off making
God, we have a
something
lot
to
of
eat.
people. Oh, he's not there.
Got it, Willie.
Well, he's mobile or something.
He's VV Moby. He's apparently changed his name to Moby. So.
Murbury? All right. Whose birthday is it this week?
Well, let's see.
Here.
Oh, Carrie and Umbrella's here.
Once a year we celebrate with stupid hats and plastic plates. The fact that you were able to make a trip around the sun. And gathers round and gifts and laughter do abound. We let out a joyful sound and sing that stupid song. Happy birthday, now you're 1 year older. Happy birthday, your life's...
Okay, I have one for tomorrow, and that's our friend Autumn.
Oh,
Autumn.
we love Autumn.
She's going to be about 103, otherwise known as
Awesome.
Breezy Autumn on the Twitter. Do you have anybody else for Sunday?
I do. Michael Cantaloupe.
Michael Cantaloupe. Okay, I don't know who that is.
Formerly.
Yes, you do.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay. I don't have anything for Monday. Do you have anything for Monday?
Nothing for well, no, that's the 29th. Nobody's born on the 29th.
What?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I thought. Oh yeah, we do have. Okay, we have a 29th this year. On.
Numbers are hard.
I forgot it was a leap year.
I don't like numbers.
Now on Tuesday, I don't like it. On Tuesday, I don't know what this is. It says GFN staff birthday, so I don't know what that means.
I think the 1st of March is GF Greetings from Nowhere's anniversary.
That could be it, yeah. And I also have.
Wish them happy anniversarium.
And I also have my friend Andrew.
Oh, let me get that note down.
I have to say that because he's my first boyfriend when I was.
Oh, but that I definitely want to write that down.
When I was 18, I'm sure he took my head.
You waited until 18 to have a boyfriend?
An actual boyfriend I had a conversation with after sex.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so, just so you know.
Big Fatty, did I in the numerous times I've talked to you this week, did I tell you that Radish had said thank you for the shout out?
Say yes.
We talked about her, but I don't know if you.
Well, pretend that we didn't, and so she said thank you very much for the birthday shout out. It was much appreciated, and she
Did
thought.
she hear it?
Yes. Well, I cut the show out to just the birthday greeting, and I mailed it to her.
20 minutes to 20 seconds. Thanks.
Yeah. So she was very touched. She said it was very special. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's your sister, right, Turnip Head?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a sweetie.
And then I said that you were coming to visit, and that she should come for that weekend. And she says, I'm rotating the air in my tires.
You mean not competing in Central Canada drummer contest?
No.
Your sister?
Yes, have the winter
yeah.
air removed and have the summer air put in. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Actually, I think the line from the song is "I'm rotating the air in my flat tires." But the Toronto Sisters did a press release today. The judges have been announced,
and
one of them is a member of my leather family.
Oh, good.
And one of them is very well known in the leather community, Master Tony. And the other one is the president of Spearhead, which is the leather fraternity that Urban Guy and I do a lot of work with. So
That's wonderful. I don't care to go to the contest, but anyway. I
didn't hear what you said.
With the contestants.
Back to Berkeley. Do you have anything for Wednesday, Big Fatty?
The tooth?
The tooth.
No, in fact, speaking of tooth, we'll have to talk about Tooth Hurdy a little bit later.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Thursday I have Stevie B.
Yes?
And Kathy Bacon.
Yeah, it's a batshit crazy day on Thursday.
Aww.
So
Can't we all just get along?
By the way,
make sure you call the Big Fatty show and wish her a happy birthday. So
we're speaking of batshit crazy. My U.S. Senator Lindsey Graham made a last night that he said my party, the candidates in my party are just batshit crazy, and I immediately said, when did Kathy Bacon start running as a Republican?
I heard that speech. It was hysterical. You must have been drunk. And on Friday, I have RT Cruiser.
No, that was
last week.
I don't know why I have him so often.
Because you have it wrong. That's why.
Wrong and plentiful.
Right, because remember last week you had said RT Cruiser, and I said, oh, I have him this week. So I don't know.
Well,
Maybe I just put him under the
I had it correct because he had pictures of cake and poodle piddled.
Right. And that's all I got. What do you got?
On Friday?
Yeah.
Sarah Davis, formerly of what was that show that she did with Rob Lindsay?
We Much to Love, or We Gotta Love, or There's a Lot of Love.
What was that called?
Oh shit! Yeah.
How much do we love?
There you go.
Okay. And Rob 1 is on Friday also.
The Rob?
I believe there's some old ancient queen that likes to fondle Justin Bieber.
Me, he just said.
Right. On Friday also.
Who is that?
Tire Jack.
Where he likes to jack his tires.
Oh.
Okay, beep, beep, beep. Another person in the chat room.
I have that for next week.
All right.
You know.
Wait a minute. Gavin, what is today's date?
I'm changing it now. Okay, it's changed.
Red F Pup is in the chat room. How about that?
What?
Oh my God.
What? Red
Yeah.
Pop?
What?
No.
He's there.
I can't believe it.
No.
Wow. It is clearly. We must be getting close to Easter because it's the season of miracles. We gave up Red FF Pup for Lent, didn't we?
I thought so.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just
FF Pup?
Do you have a microphone, Red FF Pup, or are you just not? Are you not that social yet?
Don't. Oh, bitch. Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Gavin, clearly your calendar did not remember it was leap year or whatever. So.
Well, I just fixed it, so it was only the Friday ones that were off. So,
Gavin, where's the link for the live feed?
oh, okay. Hold on. Continue talking while I do this.
What's the theme?
What is the porn thing?
Oh,
The
yeah.
porn theme is double penetration.
Well,
Penetration.
Oh, that's why Scotty Battler said what he did.
Yeah.
What did he say?
I'm flat out taking a single penetration these days, let alone a DP.
All right, I'm posting in the chat room.
There ain't nothing like your real baby. Red fist fucking pup.
You know,
Carrying umbrella.
two weeks ago when I had Jay, 2 weeks ago when I had someone here in the villa. At this point, there was headboard banging going on in the room you're sleeping in. I don't know if that room has recovered yet, but anyway.
And if you want to see the two men all in their glory, their hairy-chested glory, you can go watch last week's YouTube video for this show.
David, you're not saying anything.
They both came wandering into the room with their shirts off. So
yes, they did.
Wow. I'll have to see that.
Quite lovely. So.
Yeah.
Hey, hell, there you go.
Is that last week or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, that was last week. Okay. Was it 2 weeks ago?
Yes, you should have seen them. You should have seen them the next morning. They didn't have pants on either.
I thought that was last week, wasn't it?
No.
It was 2 weeks ago because I was here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, I was.
How quickly time flies.
Mm-hmm. Somebody refresh my memory. I'm missing a week somewhere.
Aw. And they say I'm pretty.
Between 2 weeks ago and tonight is when your fucking microphone burst.
I dropped it.
Is that kind of like your water broke?
Yeah, that's it. Toppy, you're muted for some reason.
I know. I was just away from this phone.
He was cooking his pizza.
No. It's frozen wontons tonight.
Oh,
and some fried rice.
Frozen. That's kind of what we had.
I'm not sure they were. They could have been frozen.
Oh, I'm sure they were frozen.
David, honey, is your microphone working?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is.
How are you and Paul doing?
Oh, we're doing really well. He's working tonight, so he's not here with me, unfortunately.
Oh, the cat's away.
I had to be a good boy.
Well, listen, if this is the worst you're gonna do, David, tuning in to listen to this show, then you'll be fine.
Yeah, right.
Well,
they're still in the honeymoon, so.
Yeah.
And that could last
Zero Charles, you get egg roll. Is that what you say, Daniel?
Well, we're not on the honeymoon yet because we haven't gotten married yet.
Oh,
well,
that's in September.
Figuratively speaking,
right.
First 5 years is always the honeymoon. Then after that, it kind of changes.
Yeah, we've kind of passed the honeymoon phase already. Reality set in on a few things here and there.
So you're not fucking 4 times a day anymore.
Do what?
So you're not fucking 4 times a day anymore.
We never were.
Oh. Not at their age.
I'm 46 years old. It doesn't happen that often anymore.
Leave that to the 20-year-olds.
Yeah, and I did try Viagra, and it had absolutely did not help at all.
Snort it. Try snorting it.
Ew,
Jimmy!
Hey!
When I was down in Augusta, I tried it for the first time. Really didn't.
Doesn't it just make you feel like you snorted bad poppers?
You passed out in the room.
Yeah, that was it. No. It was Saturday night, I think it was.
How much booze was in your system?
Yeah, that's probably the reason.
That could have a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
Are you talking about over the whole weekend or just that night?
Just that night.
Gavin, did it feel like you had just done some bad poppers instead?
No, it felt like nothing different than normal.
Okay.
Was it one of mine?
The one time I tried it, I just thought
Granny gave it to me, so that could be.
That's probably a problem.
No, what the fuck that old queen gave me.
Okay.
He thinks it's an aspirin is like Viagra to him.
Okay.
Looks out! No.
Got a boner. And then he drinks himself into a tizzy and shits himself. So
Yeah.
Wear a metal cock ring next time you try it.
Oh.
No. Be careful of that. Be careful.
Now, Turniphead, why was it tooth hurty today?
Oh, because a while ago I got a fire extinguisher to the face during training. Back when I was a flight attendant, and it cracked my tooth, and we thought it would be okay, but no, it's gotten really bad. And apparently part of the root is rotten, the part of the bone, my jawbone, is gone, and I've got a tooth that needs to be extracted, and it's extremely painful.
Oh, I'm so.
But it's more of an ordeal because of my heart condition that they can't just pull it out like at a dentist's office. I actually have to go to the hospital and visit the faculty of dentistry and get a proper operating suite and do the whole thing, because they have to hook me up to the paddles, and an anesthesiologist has to be there, and just a big deal.
Is that going to happen before I come visit?
I hope so, because otherwise I'm going to be fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Well, you might as well be miserable. If I have to share a hotel room with Granny, I'm going to be
Oh, well, turnip head, there's nothing worse than a toothache like that. And I can't imagine having to go through all. I mean, usually I just go to the dentist and they rip the fucker out. But the fact that you got to go through all that.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. Well, yeah, I know, like, the guy asked me, the dentist is really hot. And he says, so, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, and I said, don't even bother that 1 to 10 shit. I said, have you ever had 200 joules go through your chest? And he's like, no. I said, I'd rather take the paddles without sedation right now than I would deal with this any longer.
Aww.
So.
Zoiks.
Okay,
Zoiks is right.
Carrie in the umbrella said the same thing in the chat room about wearing a middle cock ring. So, is this a real thing, or is this just...
Well, if you're taking Viagra, please put a snap-on cock ring on.
Yeah, instant release, just in case.
Oh, okay.
Or wear
the
something
metal,
silicone.
The metal ones, you can't even get the ring off. Oh.
Yeah, actually, I would suggest silicone instead, but that's just me.
Good idea.
Veritable Borrego said if you have an erection that lasts more than 4 hours, go to the emergency room. Hell, if I have an erection that lasts more than 4 hours, I'm going on the internet.
You're going to go to Colombia.
Yeah.
I'm getting on the phone and calling. I'm FaceTiming all of you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, we could do that. We could do Google Hangout.
There we go.
Jay and I were discussing me meeting you for the first time in May.
Who, me?
Yeah. Is there another Jim in the room? I'm sorry.
Jim, Jim, you and Big Fatty haven't met? I thought you had.
No, not in person. Just on here.
I want a picture of them standing together to see which one is actually shorter than the other, because it's going to be a really close race. So. No heels.
That's funny, Gavin.
That's all right, Jim.
It's only funny to everybody but you.
We're so short, we don't kick them in the balls. We punch them in the balls, right?
Yes.
We give them an uppercut to the balls.
Right.
That would be more painful, I think.
Bite him. Anyway, so what did Jay say? Did he say I was a nice guy?
Well, I finally was able to drag it out of him.
Oh, he told you, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So now he's not as excited about meeting you. Is that what you're saying?
Getting to know you.
Why am I supposed to tap on my mic?
Because it sounds like you're using the internal mic and not your little podcasting mic. Yeah, see. But I think your other mic might be on as well. Okay, stop.
What is this? We have 2 Gavins tonight?
Mine's
well, I can't get my internal speakers to work, so we're listening through my headphones because
that's probably why it sounds crappy, because you probably got the headphones sitting there next to your microphone and it's picking up and it's a bit of a loop.
Yeah. Here, shall I move the headphones away a little bit? Can you hear it if it's over here?
Hey, Jim,
why don't you sandwich your heads together?
Actually,
and
we
just
can hear better with it a little bit
Yeah,
further
you're right.
away.
Jim, now we have something to do tomorrow. We can go out and get you a new USB microphone or a headset.
Woo!
I want a big microphone so I can sing.
No, you don't. You really, really, really don't.
Having my baby. Oh.
That would just be hard.
Yes. Was that you, Smelly?
Yeah.
That's Hoppy. I'm sorry.
Daniel, I don't know how to fucking up the gain on the mic a lot, much less a smidge.
Yeah, we have the sound Nazi in the room, so let's.
I just soon not change anything.
Oh, and by the way,
Come on, Daniel. If this sounded good, people wouldn't know how to act.
Daniel, it's Gavin's show.
And I do need to say something, by the way, to Daniel Brewer, since he is in the room and listening to the stream. I'm not mad at you.
What?
Well, there you go.
What about me? Are you still angry with me?
Last week and said that I was mad at him. It's like, I'm not mad at you.
I think
he's reason.
I think he's just yanking you.
I'm indifferent towards you, actually.
And snap. And snap. I love it.
You didn't expect just a straight out compliment, did you?
I'm David. Have you met me? Actually, some of you have met me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What was that?
What?
That's Big Fatty bringing out the
Comes out our back door.
Like that joke has not grown old.
Stick it out your back door.
Stick it out your back door.
I don't get it.
Are you still doing that, Toppy? I listened to
triple penetration. We have triple penetration in the chat room.
That was not the subject.
By the way, I'd like to publicly, Jim, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to publicly thank Ed Chan.
Oh, wait. No, I'm not ready. Thank you.
Okay. For the so-so question this week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he call it in?
No, he stopped by the villa from Singapore.
He emailed it.
He stopped by and he handed it over on like a sticky note.
Here, let me put this in terms you can understand, Big Fatty. Did he email it or did he call it in?
Oh. Ain't nothing like the real.
Called it in, much like this show.
Strumming my pain with his finger.
So you did email it in, so there.
Are you still taking so-so questions up until the end of the month?
Not the end of the month yet.
Oh, all right.
Only the 27th, Jim. You got.
I'm still thinking.
Don't hurt yourself.
Or was that a so-so question that you just asked?
Apparently it was.
It could have been.
Okay.
He drove his rickshaw all the way from Singapore.
Aww.
He filled the tires really, really full.
Racist.
He just floated across the ocean.
Yeah. Anyway. Oh, look, it's time for more medicine. I'll be right back.
Oh, what do you have?
What are you taking?
Yeah, really.
Percocet.
Saving up for the whole class?
Percocet
Yeah,
over
no.
ice.
Snort him.
Who is Sigma Wolf?
I don't know.
He's a dude that we played games with one night. Daniel and Carlos, myself, and
Is that
Curtis.
play games or played games?
No, like we played Jackbox games.
Yeah.
You jacked off with him? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Okay.
What's the Jackbox?
That's where
Are you
put
familiar?
your box in your hand and you jack it.
Are you familiar with the?
Wait, don't give me that look like I'm Urban Guy T.O.
No, oh no. He would never say something that dumb.
Oh.
Are you familiar with the game?
You have two Gavins in the room tonight.
All right, never mind. I'm going to go get my medicine.
Snort it.
Sigma Wolf has been in lots of chat rooms for lots of different shows these days.
Yes.
Oh.
Wolf shows up on my show frequently.
Now Sigma Wolf is idling. Nope, now he's going to say something.
Oh, see, Daniel said he did jack off with Sigma Wolf. So there.
There you have it.
I'm lost here. All right.
Oh, look, Mib Oxycontin is in the room.
There we go.
Dr. Stone, when did Dr. Stone come in?
Oh, hours ago.
Hi, Dr. Stone.
Sigma Wolf is a friend of Baloo.
Oh. Is that like a friend of Dorothy?
Yeah.
Oh, Sigma Wolf lives in North Dakota. Do you know Miss Bacon?
So, Hunt Cub, why are you Hunt Fat?
Because we're together.
Oh. I thought.
So that's you. Oh, okay. That's why Big Fatty is not in the chat room. Is that what it is?
Thank you, Ed Chan.
Sigma Wolf is doing paperwork.
Oh, so he's taking a dump.
He didn't.
Jay is so excited he's on his phone chatting.
I see.
Hi, Ron.
How's the trade, Ron?
I'm talking into the mic like, hi, Ron, like he can fucking hear me.
Is he listening?
So, Red FF Pup, have you, has anyone been giving you a hand lately?
Oh, dear. Give him time for a trip to England, I think, right?
We'll see. I'm sure he could find some.
Oh, I'm sure he has no problem with that.
Faye Driver, do you get to claim Justin Bieber on your taxes?
What?
Who are you asking that?
Faye Driver.
Faye Driver.
Faye Driver, you know, for being a pig, he's really a dirty old man also. And I can say that being both.
Oh, okay.
But he's a very good-looking dirty old. You're both very good-looking dirty old men.
You do have a point of reference.
Okay, explain the difference between being a pig and being a dirty old man.
Well,
not much.
Well,
that's your so-so question.
Wes's friend Jonathan that was here last weekend was not a dirty old man, but he was a pig.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
apparently everybody was naked at some point.
Pig knows no age limits.
Right.
Right, but
I like what Willie So Silly said about 3 inches of droopy ballsack.
Oh.
Who has a 3-inch droopy ballsack?
That's the difference between a pig and a dirty old man.
Oh.
Social Security.
I was going to say 3 inches isn't nearly enough droop.
It's only this much.
I'm 55 and I still have a tight set of balls. So
you have one ball
for you.
What do you mean I have one ball? What the fuck are you talking about, Jim?
There's your show title. Gavin has one ball.
No, I already got the show title. So.
Oh, that wasn't you? I don't remember.
I was going to say, how do you remember that long ago?
Oh, look at Daniel. Look at Daniel. Giving oh, that's Dante. I'm sorry.
I know, that's hard.
English is hard. Oh, just like Hitler, only one ball. There's your show title.
There will never be a reference to Hitler in my title.
Sigma Wolf, be proud of your sack that drops.
So what are you guys doing tonight, you and Jay? Big Fatty.
Well, when well, I'll let Jay answer.
Yeah. He's busy typing.
Wait a minute. Let's just check it. Is this on?
Thank you. Is this on? We're going to the Connections. It's like a typical Saturday night.
Are you going to do dots with Granny?
But you got to get there before they do cover charge because no one will pay. Yeah, fuck. What can I need to ask something. What's going on that's so special that they need to charge cover for?
I asked the same thing.
There's live entertainment?
Nothing.
There's a special DJ?
Greed.
They do drag shows. You know, they're turning it into a man's bar. So they do drag shows.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's fine, but I mean, are they trying to go out of business again?
Do they at least have a DJ?
They are if they're going to charge me a cover charge.
Well, yeah, like
They might be trying to force people into having an early night. Let's get everybody in by 9 and out by 1.
Oh, wait a minute! I'm getting a message from Daniel Bieber that says needs a little more bass.
You're all about that bass, big fatty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass.
God.
Isn't that a song?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
no.
Shut up.
It's all about the pace.
All about the what?
Pace.
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 Okay.
No, we're going to don our gay apparel and then head to the connections. It's the Low Country Leather is having its inaugural run this weekend, and they're at the bar tonight like they were last night.
What is Low Country?
Oh, they're nice
Low
guys.
Country is South Carolina.
All right, not like slow.
Well,
Yeah.
That's why Big Fatty's
that's
there.
most every Saturday night.
Is the bar open during the week?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll be there before 9. They were having their dinner there at 6 o'clock, which means it started late.
So it'll
It didn't start till 6:30.
7:30.
They'll probably all be leaving as we come in. So
I wonder where they're going.
back to the hotel.
Hmm.
So
Bye, carry an umbrella.
how many people do they usually get on their run?
They had quite a few. This is their first run. They had quite a few. I asked how it was, and Granny went, it's so-so.
Is he participating?
Say that again.
Is he participating?
Granny and Durwood are participating, yes.
Oh, good. Good for them.
Thank God Jay was here this weekend, so I didn't have to.
That was your out.
And
Maybe have a few more people still there when you get there.
and Granny hadn't been to a run not at the Horror Hotel in so many years that to do it in a mainstream hotel, it's got to be. And Jay even has friends that we find out are mutual friends that said it sure is boring. Didn't you say that? Yeah.
Where? They're
at the
South Carolina run? The Low Country?
The Low Country.
Oh, Gavin,
What hotel they were at.
Red F Pup has been trying to get on to Hangouts, but he can't for some reason. He's blocked, but he's been trying.
Well, Red FF Pup, if I was in charge of it, you would have been on here. And Gavin has gone. He cares more about refilling his cocktail.
I was peeing.
Oh, he cares more about peeing. And quite frankly, Toppy cares more about Gavin peeing also. Trying to get you on the hangout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Maybe. Mostly.
Is somebody killing a cat?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Red FF
Hey,
Pup. Red FF Pup and Carry an Umbrella want to get on. You know the best reason to get on to Gavin's show?
No.
is
Right.
so you can get off. Okay.
Ooh.
Hey.
And for some reason tonight, only Ed Chan is publishing porn. What the fuck? Get on
That's
it,
because
on it,
Jay
guys.
is here.
I sent you guys invites. So
Is that what that noise was?
the dink, yeah.
Yeah.
Willie, I've already got you. I've already got you on the calendar. Don't you worry.
What is with all this food? Who's the plastic food?
What?
Oh, Ed Chan and I were talking about that and how Asian restaurants, the food never looks like the pictures. And then I was commenting on how the plastic food freaks me out. And then there's a Japanese restaurant down the street, and they have the fake plastic food in dishes that's actually sun faded. And they still put the saran wrap around it to protect it.
Oh, look at Liam!
Hey guys.
Hi there.
Hey.
He's cutting the grass.
Yes, and look at what I'm cutting the fucking thing with.
Oh yeah, you got one of those push.
Don't tell me it's a push mower.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, we have one
My
of
little-
those.
Is that your
And
exercise?
you're wearing a raincoat.
No, it's a high vis cap.
Oh, okay.
What, you couldn't see that, Big Fatty?
Say that again?
It's a high visibility cap. You couldn't see that?
Well, it looked like a raincoat to me.
It's about 41 degrees here, so I'm doing my best to protect my pale, dead skin.
Oh.
I know that feeling.
Now, if Gavin would only let Red FF Pup on.
I did. I sent him a.
He says he's blocked.
He is not blocked.
Then the Commonwealth would be rightfully presenting then.
Faye, we're real proud of you for admitting that your guy's little.
What?
I'm not so sure I would admit something like that.
Right?
Unless it's from disuse.
Gavin, there's your show title, Faye's Little Guy. Faye has a little guy.
Aww.
So did Hitler. I've had a
got my
fascination with
title.
Hitler's cock this week.
Say what, Liam?
I've had a fascination with Hitler's cock this week.
Oh.
And another
I-
show title.
I was reading an article. They were analysing old prison records from when Hitler was a prisoner, and some of his private doctor's records when he was the Fuhrer. And apparently, not only did he only have one ball,
Micro penis.
and he didn't actually pee out from the tip. He peed out from a hole underneath his penis.
No wonder he was so mad.
Oh. Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah. I think most people would be a little pissed off.
It wouldn't be the most pleasant experience.
Well, but at least it was only peeing on one ball.
Well, true. Well, one ball in Poland, but...
Aw.
All right. Turniphead Wise, Red FF Pup blocked.
He's not blocked on the chat room. He's someone
here.
I don't have him blocked.
What is Red FF Pup's Google handle?
I'm not sure.
Michael.
Red FF Pup, probably.
Hold on.
Where's my freaking spanner?
You what?
Michael Pegg.
No.
On Google Plus, it is.
Michael White, is it?
Michael Pegg, P-E-G-G.
Yeah, it is.
You hate me. Oh, he said Red FF Pup UK.
Oh, well, I'm not.
Gavin's sending you to the wrong person.
Okay, so there's the problem.
Congratulations, Michael Pegg.
Well, he's sending messages across as Michael Pegg, though.
Gavin's sending it to the wrong person.
Mystery guest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. There's no Red FF Pup UK on Google Plus.
Send it to Michael Pegg.
Are you on Google Plus, Michael? Red FF Pup?
I know he is.
Maybe he thinks you're on Skype.
Okay, so here's
we're not
here's
on
how it
Skype.
works.
Maybe that's what he doesn't realize. We're not on Skype. We're on Google Plus. We're doing a Google Hangout. Maybe he doesn't realize that.
Oh,
Doinker.
Okay, so heads up, folks.
Okay.
If any one of the participants in this hangout has him blocked, whether it's intentional or not, he is not able to join. And why this is to prevent people being ambushed. Except I'm not sure everybody heard that because of the...
I don't have him blocked.
Okay, well, okay, we've established that. So everybody check and make sure that he's not blocked. But we need to know exactly what his... We need to know exactly what his Google Plus name is.
He is using Michael Pegg.
Okay, but I did a search for Michael Pegg, and I've got 8 Michael Peggs. So...
Oh, well, here, let me send you a link to his Google Plus page.
Okay, so that would be helpful.
Okay. I don't know why, but apparently everything's blocked.
I just sent it in the Hangout chat.
Okay, try now.
David had you blocked. David didn't like you.
Now
I don't know
try.
why I had him blocked, but yeah, he's
We
unblocked.
invite you.
Try now.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Ow.
Oh my God, who's got the mouth?
Liam.
Yeah.
I was just cleaning off the mower, and what I thought was mud is not mud.
Who's a shit?
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Yep.
Dog poopy.
Oh.
Probably fox, I think. We've had a problem with them lately.
All right, Michael, I sent you an invite again. See what happens.
A fox. Fox poop all over the place.
Yep.
Little Aussie Battler says this hour has had less content than Big Fatty Show.
But is it more enjoyable, less content?
I'll take that as a compliment.
Right? That's our usual show, has less content than a
Oh
Big
my
Fatty.
gosh, Veritable Virgo went to sleep in the middle of double penetration. Is that what you're saying, Ed Chan?
Aw.
Oh, wow.
Virgo.
Who would do that?
Yeah.
He drinks. No, he doesn't.
Who would go to
That's
sleep
a
during
problem.
single penetration?
No.
Aww.
What? Are we looking at kitties?
No, but we're not talking, are we?
No, we're listening to...
So what are you guys doing the rest?
Lawnmower repairs.
What are you guys doing the rest of the weekend in down there in
Turnipeg.
Kakalaki?
Well, we're gonna go out and drink with Granny. That's. Think about how horrible your evening is, and then think about how horrible ours will be. And then we're coming home and sleeping, and Jay's getting on the road at night before 9 a.m. in the morning.
9 a.m. in the morning.
So that he can go have brunch with his mama.
Aww.
Aw. You're such a good son.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
When was the last time you saw them?
2 days ago.
Oh, okay. What then?
No, I went down there first. Then I went to friends in Greenville. Now here. Then I'm going back again.
He's done it's Jay's version of Around the World in 80 Days.
Wow.
Well, so, Jay, you're coming up to visit me on your way home then?
Who, you?
Yeah, me.
Oh, sure, why not? I'll swing north and then head back south again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can, yeah, come on up. We'll cuddle. I've got room for you.
And the dog. Oh?
What dog? Whose dog?
I'll let Granny know that also, Turniphead.
No!
What do you have a question? Jim, you have a question?
Yeah.
With your mouth, whatever.
But let me finish what I'm eating.
Then why you do that? I have a question.
Right.
Does food in his mouth?
Okay. Now, you know I've been feeding the feral cats in my backyard, right?
Don't do that.
Is
Oh,
why?
Is that like the feral monkeys?
Yes, just
Yeah.
like. Except these ones don't leave marks on the bus windows.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Don't get you.
They don't lick the windows. Okay. So.
Can you feed cats jalapenos?
No. Wait.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that.
Okay.
I
I
would.
said the same thing. I was like, don't feed
Well-
the fucking jalapeno peppers.
What are you trying to achieve? That's the real question here. Is what's the end game?
Liam, what the
get
hell
them
are you doing? Why are we staring at your crotch?
I was just
I'm not complaining.
You are muted for some reason, but
I feed the cats the leftovers,
No.
and sometimes there's jalapenos, and I figured, well, let's give them jalapenos, see what happens.
If they're hungry enough, they'll eat it. If they die, they die.
Well, if they don't come back, then no, you shouldn't have. Unless you didn't want them to come back.
or if they look like that stellar cat flying across the yard with rainbows coming out their ass, you'll know why. But
Toppy Smelly,
Yeah.
do you like jalapenos?
In the tiniest bit of moderation, because that's getting way too spicy hot for me.
Did you
I've-
used to
I've
like them as a
recently-
young man?
What are you getting at, big fatty? I don't know. I don't know what to say. No, I've never particularly wanted that kind of spicy hotness in my food.
Is that you, Toppy Smelly? Picture you just
Huh?
posted?
No, that's not me.
Oh.
They don't. Once you eat them for a while, they're not as hot.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah, you get used to it.
I used to never like jalapenos. I used to avoid them. But recently, for some bizarre reason, that and guacamole, I
Just
like.
just stick them directly up your ass.
No, that's okay.
Fresh jalapeno.
People that are sticking them directly up their ass. Faye Driver recently ate a buffalo.
A what?
A buffalo and jalapeno burger.
Okay. All right.
Fresh jalapenos are good, but those pickled ones that they put on your nachos and your
Mhm.
pizza, those ones suck. I hate them. 'Cause
On
They
your
just taste like
pizza?
vinegar.
Dr. Stone
Yeah, they
is
taste
talking
kind of
about figging. Do you know what that is, Turnip Head?
Ginger.
Ugh.
No, I don't know what it is.
Perhaps
but
that could be an upcoming topic on Took and Beanie.
you think?
Tooking and beanieing and figging.
Little figgy pudding.
Figging. Do you want me to tell them?
Well, I don't know what it is either.
Oh, it's sticking a piece of ginger up your ass.
Ginger root in the anus, yeah. Or vagina.
Why?
What?
Well, it's gonna burn.
Exactly.
It's like jerking someone off with Tiger Balm.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, really.
You're a naughty boy.
That's just weird.
Hey.
Well,
There. Ed Chan put a picture of kitties after jalapenos. Exactly what I was talking about.
Jesus.
Let me see that flying across our yard.
Right? You can't join the video because one of the participants has blocked you. Why not start your own now? Well, Red FF Pup, it's not me. Because I don't know how to block you.
Big Fatty can't even find a car in a parking lot. Never mind block someone.
Yeah.
Such an appropriate sound to hear from Gavin and Jim.
I know, right?
That's a good question for Turnip Head also, the new one in the room from Sigma Wolf.
If you're uncut, don't drop chilies.
I would
Wash
say
your
don't chop
hands,
chilies.
then go pee.
I would say don't chop chilies and touch your penis. Period.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference would be if you're
experience.
uncut. The only thing I would...
I can guarantee you it's not a pleasant experience.
Well, the only thing that I can think of is if you're a leaker, a lot of guys who... I know there's guys out there that leak a lot of pre-cum no matter what. So that would probably let the chili linger, so it might burn for longer.
It burns, it burns.
But would that, if you're uncut, would that mean it would be jalapeno cheese?
Oh.
And on that note, I think we need to go to the after. Oh no, we have like extra 10 minutes, huh?
Yeah, but we need
like
to
that.
get ready, so we're gonna leave you now.
Okay. Where can we find you two? At the connections.
On the bar floor.
You can
Down
find
at the
Twitter
end.
and Instagram as Concub.
And
Don't
you
be
can find-
sus.
And you can find him at the connections next to Granny in about in less than an hour.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
That's a shot for me.
And you can find me answering the final day of So-So Questions on Monday.
Alrighty.
I'm still waiting for
Jim.
I'm still waiting for you to answer mine, Big Fatty.
They just came in this after fucking noon.
No, I still want to know why Bob's my uncle.
I still don't understand.
That's
the most.
I know.
Okay.
Everybody's told me what it is, and your so-so answer doesn't change.
But wait, if you publish your Monday show on Sunday, you still have Monday to go. If somebody calls in on Monday,
Well, that's true.
Or Tuesday.
You may be hearing so-so questions until Thursday.
And since Scotty's in the future,
He may hear them until the end of March. By the way, I hope your March comes in like a lamb.
yeah, that would be nice.
So, anyway, all right, we're leaving you.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Have a great night, guys.
Bye.
Good night.
Well, let's go to the after show anyway. Let's do that.
All
David, where can we find you?
You can find me at thatbluejeansguy.com.
And Turniphead, where can we find you?
You can find me at turnipstyle.com, thepoolisclothes.com, or toqueandbeanie.com.
Jim,
Yeah.
where can we find you?
#1 Funky Homo on Twitter and Tumblr.
And we can stir up Liam's pants shorts. Stop it. He just flashes his winky. And you can, Toppy, where can we find you?
TheSmellcast.com, and I'll be saying goodnight because I gotta sign off.
Okay.
Okay, good night, Toppy.
Love you guys. Take care.
Love you too. Mwah.
And you can find all my applicable links at pokinit1.blogspot.com.
All right.
Later.
Fuck.
Play your music.
Landing on Plymouth, would land on land. In olden days, a glimpse of stocking was looked on as something shocking, but now God knows every go good offers to who wants you better words now.
See, if I don't play that, I won't know where to end it on and split up the recording. Because that comes across. I want everybody to notice Jim's dirty jock sitting right behind me here.
I'm gonna come in here and punch you in the face.
I think.
All right, let's see what the problem is with Mike. Let's see if we can't get him in the room and find out what's been going on with them.
Maybe Big Fatty had him blocked. Try it again, Mike. See what happens. Hold on. Invited him again. Liam is just all red now, so I don't know what happened with that.
Click him off.
Well, if he's just gonna bang away on the lawnmower, click him off because nobody can hear anything over
There
it.
he is.
Yeah. Sounds good, Gavin.
Muted. See if he tries again. See if we can get him on. Well, that boy's got a big mouth. Anyway. I think that's it for the night as far as drinking goes. Not in the mood.
Oh, I don't think Mike is on anymore. Is he?
Yeah, he's in it. Yeah. He's there.
What are you drinking anyway, Gavin?
Vodka and pear vodka and 7-Up. Or peach vodka. Sorry.
When did you turn into an old lady?
I like things. I didn't have enough.
No wonder you fall asleep on the couch in the middle of your parties.
Well, if you guys are drinking, I might drink as well.
No, when I go there, I drink Jack Daniels. That's why I fall asleep. Him. Oh, that's right. You can't mute. I forgot. Yeah, we'll see how.
Holy fuck.
How the fuck do we not have a can opener in the kitchen? God damn. Bottle opener thing.
I just mute him.
Thank you. Love you, but ridiculous.
But yeah, we'll see how things go tomorrow. We got a new modem from Comcast that I have to hook up tomorrow. We're gonna see how that works out. I didn't want to do it today because I was afraid that it was gonna like fuck everything up. So.
Oh, imagine that. Oh, Ed Chan, thank you for posting wonderful porn once again. I don't post it for the after show though, so
I do.
Oh, all right.
If I can find my Tumblr feed.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to make a suggestion here, Gavin. If you really want to get Michael on, drop everybody, call Michael first, then call us back one by one.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah. Because you've got so many people listed here.
Everybody,
I don't know. Yeah, so everybody's hanging up, and we'll start from scratch. But
because we don't have to start the whole thing over again.
Okay, but call Jim, then call Michael, then call the rest of us.
Right.
Okay.
Jim, hang up.
All right.
Liam, hang up.
He is.
Okay. David, hang up. Okay. Now I'll try Michael. I'm gonna. There, Michael. I just invited you. See what happens. Yeah, because I don't have him blocked. Oh, there you are, Michael. Michael, I can't hear you, but I can see you. Michael, I still can't hear you. I hear you, Liam.
I'm here. Still trying to find a bottle opener. I'll stop making noise soon, I promise. Seriously, how do we not have a bottle opener in this kitchen?
I still can't hear you, Michael.
Yeah, is that better?
There you go. I gotcha. Now, who's David?
Oh.
Michael!
Hi.
You looking good?
Oh, thank you. Ooh. Bit tired, but I'm okay.
Gavin, put Liam on mute.
I'm gonna put you on mute, Liam.
Done.
Okay. The only person that isn't back yet is David, so I wonder if he still had you blocked.
He's probably the one that had you blocked.
Probably.
No, that happens. So how you been, Mike? What's been going on?
Not tremendous, man. Lots of work. I'm very busy at work, so that's about it.
Very busy at work?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't go on anything, on any of the social medias or anything.
Yeah, I've been very quiet on that side as well. It is hectically busy. So,
Wow.
Lots of business is always good.
Especially when it's government business and it's coming up to a rather large, what we call it council tax, which is we tax every house in the country.
Oh, nice.
Yep. And everyone goes very strange when we do this, and then they scream and shout at us a lot. So it's lovely.
He does this all the time.
Yeah. Okay. How's your mom?
She's still fine. She's kicking. I'll be seeing her in a couple of weeks anyway, so that'll be good. I'll go down and see the parental units. That'll be fun. Oh.
Okay. Very nice. And your sister?
She's just the same. Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
That's good. So, yep, she's not bad. I'm just looking at all the controls you have on this, just to see what they do at the moment. So, okay, yeah.
All right, David said he unblocked you.
It was David. Bad David.
Is there something there we need to know? Is there a reason why you were blocked?
You may have just not been friends with him.
This is true.
Yeah.
In the 3 years, Jim.
Yes.
In the 3
right.
Yeah.
Okay, how's the Buster?
Buster's fine. He's asleep upstairs at the moment with Stuart.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
And Stuart's doing fine too?
Up and down.
Up and down, okay.
Mostly it is level, but if his meds go off slightly, he can be a bit off, to say the least. Yeah, but he's not too bad at the moment.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Everybody has a shithole, baby.
It was okay last weekend.
It was okay last weekend?
Last weekend it was fine. Yeah.
It's always fun. You haven't gone any? Have you gone on any trips lately? Because you used to do a lot of traveling.
Well, last year we did a couple of cruises and one other holiday, and that was it. Yeah, we done the Queen Mary 2. I wouldn't advise going on it. And we did the new Princess one, the Royal Princess.
Oh, well, how appropriate.
Yeah.
Right.
But you also a princess, so there you go.
Anyway.
So
that's good. Nice to see you.
Michael, I wonder if you have David blocked. Maybe that's what the problem is.
I don't think I've got anyone blocked. But then again, yes, I've got on Hangouts, aren't we? So I can just bear with me.
I keep hearing dings all over the place.
That's David talking to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, Liam's calmed down, so who has him turned off?
I think it was Jason. Has Jason had me turned off?
Who has what?
Did you mute Jason? I mean, Liam?
Yeah, well, you said you wanted him muted, and then you muted him, so I was going to.
Well, he's sitting down now, so you can unmute him. Because I can't unmute him if you muted him. Anyway.
Right, that's all. I'm just reading the messages. Right. So what's happening with you lot then? Start 3 weeks ago and 3 years ago and catch me up.
Well, things, stuff, Jim and I have been traveling a lot more. So, do you know I got a motorcycle?
A real one or one with 3 wheels?
A 3-wheeler.
I had a real one, and then I got one with 3 wheels. After I dropped the other one twice.
And you thought, this isn't safe for a man of my age. Yeah.
I was like, time to get an old man bike.
Just go on with 4 wheels,
It's a lot of fun, though. It's less. You don't have to think about it as much, so you actually have more fun. So. And it's great on gas.
I don't think David can get in either.
I think I filled my tank on my Jeep twice last summer. because I just take my bike to work almost every day. So.
Okay.
I'm trying to undo you, and it's not letting me.
It's not. I don't have control, so it wasn't me.
It's not me.
Liam, try to unmute yourself.
That's not funny.
Yeah, that was me.
That's what it was.
Oops. Oh, yeah. Everybody wants to blame the turnip head.
I thought it was me, but.
Oh my God.
Meryl Virgo said the beeping sound is making him crazy. So.
Yeah. I keep looking all over the place. What the hell's beeping?
That's David talking to me on whatchamacallit, but.
Google?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it won't let him on now. Well, you had half the show now.
Because he was wearing green.
You had half the show. Now it's Michael's turn. So.
I'm too polite for that.
What?
All right, I lied. I'm going to go get another drink real quick. Be right back.
Don't get lost.
Don't get lost. Hurry. Jim's boring. So you got my recipe, right?
Me, yes.
Turnip head? You gonna give it a try?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I haven't really been. Well, number one, okay, I've had this migraine for 2 weeks because of the weather. Number two, this tooth issue. The last thing I want to do is like cook.
Right.
To be honest.
The tooth issue might be affecting your migraine.
Oh, I definitely believe it. I definitely believe it. But actually, it's making it worse. But it's the wind gusts up to 70 kilometers an hour, and then it's +4 one day, and then it's -10 the next. But I mean, you guys are probably getting the same weather crap, aren't you?
Yeah, it's a little bit warmer, not by much.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow it's supposed to be.
How do you cope with this?
Whose echo is that?
It's David, I think.
No. Who is that?
It's David, I think.
No.
David's not here, and
Who is that?
Wait a minute.
David, I think.
What happened?
Who has the TV on in the room?
Nope. Well,
No?
I'm downstairs, and I'm the only one home, so...
Huh.
Okay, someone either has a stream going on another device or a TV in the background.
I think it's Michael.
Yeah, he's got headphones on.
I don't know. Did I unmute you, Michael? Oh, what the hell? I think I muted him.
You did.
How do I unmute him?
Pull your finger out of his ass.
Uh-huh. Come on. Well, that's where the problem was.
What?
Bear with us.
So hover over his picture at the bottom. A little red arrow that points down will show up, and look to see if you can unclick the mute thing.
I can't unclick it though.
Oh,
I can.
Okay.
Oh, there it goes.
I can do it.
Oh, dudes have to do it. Okay, thank you.
Mm.
So even though you have headphones there, Michael, there could be sound coming from somewhere else.
Are you farting?
No, I'm not farting. Not the musical.
What are we fixing now?
I think I hovered over something that just turned itself on.
How?
Yeah.
Dirty porn.
Well, yeah. There's always dirty porn in the background. If I can't get it live, you get it.
Clean porn or?
Is there such thing as clean porn? Like, what do you mean dirty porn? Like, what the fuck is that?
Right?
That's right up there with if someone says assless chaps around me, I want to punch him in the throat. Asses, chaps, and dirty porn. Like, fuck off.
It's like that's like ATM machine and cash money.
Cash money?
Yeah.
If you did it and actually in sort of bubble bath, that'd be pretty clean porn, wouldn't it?
Dirty bubble.
See, the thing is I'd still find a way to make it dirty, but anyway.
You apparently don't watch SpongeBob then, because you don't know who Dirty Bubbles is.
Yeah. or Stuart from Mad TV. I made brown bubbles.
Oh, danger!
Stranger danger. That's gonna be my superhero name.
Ranger danger.
Stranger danger.
Oh yeah.
Danger zone.
The other one that really bugs me is when people say PIN number or
personal identification.
Personal identification number or scuba apparatus. And scuba is apparatus, you fucktard.
Well, it could also be a verb.
What was that?
It could be a verb.
What's a verb?
Scuba.
No, it's self-contained underwater breathing. Okay.
I'm going. Well, actually, going is the verb there. Anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what does scuba stand for?
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
Wow.
Nothing special then.
Right.
Yeah.
So this week it was funny because that PIN number comes up, but in conversation. But this week, so there's Tim Hortons has been doing the roll up the rim contest. So for those of you who are not familiar with it, that Tim Hortons, major Canadian coffee chain that sells shit coffee, you roll up the rim on your paper cup, and it'll tell you if you've won or not won, and it's prizes from a free donut to a free coffee to a car. And this one woman rolled up the rim, and it says, "You've won a $100 gift card. Here's your prize code." And so you're supposed to go to the website, enter your prize code, and send it in, and they'll send you the prize. Well, she published it on Facebook. So somebody got smart and went, "Oh, I'm going to take the fucking the prize code and plug it in." Right, total fucktard. Anyway, I was really impressed though, because all the news media said PIN code. They didn't say PIN number. Because if I had to listen to that story 6 times in the morning on the 3-hour morning news show and they kept saying PIN number, I'm pretty sure I would have kicked my TV.
Did she really publish that online?
Yeah, she did. She goes, "Look, I won a $100 gift card," and showed you've won a $100 gift card, and then the PIN code beside it. And yeah, so she made news.
Another one with evolution in practice. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm pretty sure. Well, no. She was a newfie, so we Canadians make fun of the newfies, so from Newfoundland. But
are they simple, basic plain people?
Well, they're.
Way to downgrade that, Jim. Good job.
I know.
You can't really explain it without
knowing them,
offending everybody else. Well, but it's the simple Irish immigrants who just know how to fish good.
All right.
They know how to fish and they have to drink.
Gavin, do you remember Ed? Gavin?
Yes.
Do you remember Ed down the street in Fairview?
The one with the convertible?
No, Ed, the one with the big wife and the 3 boys.
Go away, what have I done?
Oh, yeah.
He was from Newfoundland.
Oh, was he really?
Yeah.
He was kind of odd.
Did he have
nice people, but
did he have the thick accent?
What?
No,
did he have the accent?
Yes, he did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he had an accent. It was mixed a lot.
It was a Cuban accent.
Did he have any of the phrases?
No, nothing that we would have remembered.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, what was her name?
One of my closest friends that I started, I met, and then I found out that he worked at the airline that I was interviewing with, and then I ended up getting the job. His accent was so thick, and he had so many phrases that were very specific to Newfoundland that we needed a phrase book to sit down and follow.
Aw.
Oh, your fish is running the wrong way. Yeah. Something like stupid things, or
well, he'd be like, where are you to?
Oh,
where are you to? What does that mean? He's like, oh, what are you up to? What are you doing? Where are you at?
Where are you to?
Where are you to?
Are they very isolated from the rest of the world, or
no?
No.
No, it's just like Canada is. I don't want to. It's big, but there's definitely specific. Like Atlantic Canada has a very specific culture, and Central Canada has a culture, and Western prairies have a different, very distinct culture. So there's just
Newfoundland's part of the Maritimes, isn't it?
Correct. Newfoundland Labrador is as far east as you can get.
I used to have a pen friend on Prince Edward Island when I was a teenager. That's the only reason I know anything about Newfoundland.
Prince Edward Island is kind of close in at the bottom. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. It's a family's home.
Is kicking in again.
It's Canadian Florida.
Oh.
No, wasn't the right person.
Wrong person. It was Mike. He was adjusting himself.
Oh.
It always makes a lot of time, a lot of work to actually adjust it.
Oh, so I did it again. Now, Liam, you have to unmute yourself again.
No. He'll do it.
Hold on.
I try to remember Halle Berry. There was a movie that Halle Berry was in with what the hell was his name? Anyway, but they kind of had this like it was like a post-apocalyptic type movie, and they had a hybrid language from English, and it was kind of hard to like follow for a little bit. But the movie show.
Like English, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Cloud Atlas.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I don't see it on here. Anyway, but yeah, that what you said, Turniphead.
But I mean, it's Cloud Atlas, but it's the same thing as like I call it pop, you guys call it soda. You go to Texas and they say, "Do you want a Coke?" But that doesn't necessarily mean Coca-Cola.
Right.
You know.
Wow.
We call it soft drink here.
Do you really?
Yeah.
In Quebec, in French, it's called a liqueur, which is actually spelled what we call liquor in English.
Oh, okay.
A soft drink is liqueur.
Wow.
So hence their confusion, because you'll see a word that is spelled exactly the same in English, or it looks like an English word, but it means nothing at all the same.
Oh, okay.
So if someone offers you a liqueur, you could say Coca-Cola.
Okay.
Water, please.
Water. I just had a glass of water.
No, don't drink water. No. Water.
Don't drink water. Don't drink the water.
That's
not a travel warning, is it? Don't drink the water in Canada?
That's like the difference between North Jersey and South Jersey. Water and water.
Water, yeah.
And drawers. They push in their drawers.
Oh, yeah, drawers. Yeah.
And they lay on their pillows. What was that? Oh, okay. Yeah. Pennsylvania Dutch people talk funny, too. Believe me.
No.
My father still has his light Dutchy accent. It's kind of funny.
What do you mean?
exactly like that.
Isn't that in Pennsylvania? Isn't that where all the Amish live?
You mean the Pennsylvania Dutch?
Pennsylvania Dutch and Amish are totally different, Jim.
Okay, sorry.
Throw me down the street.
But the Amish people, they live all over the United States, the East Coast. I don't know if there's many in the West Coast, but and of course everything in between. Who cares? But
I have to say, Ed just posted a beautiful picture of a spread of food, and now I'm hungry again.
oh,
Yeah, look at that.
You haven't had good Chinese food in a while, Jim.
We haven't found a good Chinese restaurant in a while.
Yeah.
Well, come on up for a visit. I'll take you to the good Chinese restaurant.
We keep finding places that have like good food, but like terrible atmosphere, or good atmosphere and bad food.
Okay, wait. A good Chinese restaurant will not have atmosphere. It's going to be a bunch of tables in a space that uses high wattage light bulbs that hurt your eyeballs, and they're going to be the cheap plastic cups.
What the hell?
Sorry, that's my phone. Hang on a tick.
That's your phone.
That's the only one I can hear in the car.
What is it?
Hello?
Did he actually record that himself? It's quite scary.
Fuck!
That's your phone radio?
I thought it was I thought that was his phone.
Yeah.
I thought somebody accidentally clicked on a video or something.
No, that's the ringtone. Somebody Bluetooth that to me like 10 years ago.
Oh,
and
okay.
I keep
It
on
might be time
transferring
to
it.
let it go.
No, I like it. It amuses me.
It gets your attention, I'm sure.
I just have to remember, like I did last week, to put the phone on mute when you're in church, because the priest tends to frown on it.
Yeah.
They're going off in the middle of mass.
I would think.
Doesn't sound like a small child scream, does it?
No, not at all.
That's horrible.
That's funny. I was
true.
accidentally click on a video, some snuff porn or something.
Yeah. Just thought I was going to sneeze.
Oh, that's funny. But
yeah.
Well, I was going to say something. Oh, nothing. It's boring. Things good. We're trying to get HD. We bought a new TV. Was it last Christmas or Christmas before?
Christmas before.
And like we don't get any of the HD channels, so now we want that. So like we're gonna go over to Comcast and try and go through the whole rigmarole, because they want to sell you packages, and we have no interest in changing anything else or having a landline. I don't know who has a landline anymore, but I don't.
Have you looked into HD digital antennas?
Well, I mean,
what is like a satellite thing, or what is that?
No, it's just an antenna that picks up digital. Like, okay, so everybody broadcasts in digital now, instead of the old-fashioned analog way. But you can still get an antenna, and there's external and internal ones. David here has one that looks like a picture frame. I have one that kind of looks like a funky antenna, and it sits out on my balcony. His sits here beside the TV, pointed out, and he picks up all the digital antenna TV, and it's a better picture than what he had with Bell's fiber optic network.
Oh.
Now, does he need some kind of receiver for that?
No, it's just a.
All right, what the hell?
Oh, Jesus. That's my wife texting me. Hang on.
Okay, yep.
So, you have a device, an antenna. You go to Amazon and type in HD TV antenna, and you'll see what I mean. They come in all shapes and sizes and whatnot.
This one you could hang on the wall and make it and put a picture on it, so it looks like it's just a piece of artwork, and it will run the coax cable to the back of the TV, and so you select your input as antenna, and you get local TV. I get TV. I get all the local Canadian stations, and I get Buffalo, Niagara Falls, and then there's like I get country music network and.
But you don't get any cable channels.
No, because it has never broadcast. But
oh, okay.
I'm just saying that there's HDTV out there floating around in the airwaves like the old days when we used to crank the antenna up and
Oh yeah.
And it's actually not bad TV. It's like the quality is fucking amazing.
It's mostly your local?
Yeah, mostly local.
Yeah. Okay.
But I mean, I get all the stuff from across the lake. So I get all the stuff from New York.
Oh, all right. Upstate New York.
Yep.
Okay. Who just dropped off? Liam?
Yeah.
So I get to watch, Thursday night, Monday night football.
Oh. Do you watch that?
Yeah, I like football.
What?
What?
Why?
Yeah, is that real football? Is that real football or American football?
It's American football.
Oh, okay.
Since I referenced TV across the pond and getting to watch Monday and Thursday night football, yes.
I'm not a fan of the football. I like baseball, but I don't.
It's more fun. HD over the air is what Turniphead is talking about. It's all your networks, but none of the pay services that cable satellite offers for free. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But for a fee, not for free. But then what you can do is you can. A lot of the cable companies, and BBC is one, HBO is one, where you can buy the service directly from them and not have to buy these bloated packages from.
Oh, see, I won't buy them. I refuse. I'm going to go in. That's why I want to go into a place and actually talk to somebody. We have Comcast stores here, and I'm going to say to them, "This is what I want." And if they keep trying to tell me a package, I'm going to be like, "Well, then I'll just leave."
This is interesting because north and south of things just talked about cutting the cord, and the anxiety about losing your cable or your satellite work. But up here, what just happened is the CRTC, which is the Canadian Radio and Telecom Council, who governs TV and radio, has said that the TV providers have to now, as of Tuesday, provide a basic/skinny TV package with all the minimum requirements are Canadian content, and I don't remember what it is, but it's like there's minimum of 25 channels that they have to provide, but the cost can't be more than $25. And so there's huge controversy about that because then after that it's like you can't make big bundles. They can't make this where you have to buy 4 different bundles and get 89 channels, but you only really want 4,
Right.
Because, say you're interested in the Discovery packages, like there's Discovery Channel, Discovery Earth, whatever, Discovery Science, and Discovery Earth, but those aren't in a package together. You have to buy 3 different packages.
Right.
And you're adding $80. Well, that's not allowed up here anymore. Now, if you want Discovery Channel, it's $3 more a month. If you want Discovery Science, it's $1 more a month. That kind of thing.
Right. Now, I heard rumor that there was something passed where the Comcast or the cable networks in the United States have to start. I'm not sure when it is, but have to start going to where you can actually pick the channels you want. But I'm not sure right about that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I know there was something that went through the courts where Apple TV and those.
Oh, that's right.
Kind of services,
they have to. Yeah,
they're allowed to offer.
I'm doing it, Mike.
They're
No,
all
you can
offer
that's okay.
content now that before was strictly for like Comcast or those kind of things. So they lost
Yeah,
that.
you no longer have to rent the fucking ugly box, the cable box from the company anymore. That it can, your Apple TV or your Roku or whatnot will be able to carry it. I read that, and I'm excited about that.
That'll be nice. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in, I'm going to say, look, this is what I want. I just want exactly the package I have, but I want to be able to add the HD channels to it. And if they can't do that to me, I'm just going to leave. I'll be like, okay, fine, and walk out because like I don't want a house phone. I already have their internet. I don't need anything more than that.
Right. One of the companies up here, employees started leaking the documents because nothing was happening, and the CRTC kept saying, "Hi, are you on board for March 1st? Why aren't you advertising these packages that you've been legislated to provide?" And nothing's been happening. So employees have been leaking the documents, and the company says, do not talk about it, do not bring it up unless they bring it up. Make sure you discourage them from going for this package and whatnot. Right. And one of the companies even went so far and says, you can't offer this package unless they have internet with us or unless they have a landline with us. And the CBC went back to the CRTC and said, is that allowed? And then they backed off on it. Like, there's not to be any conditions on this. It's basic package and per channel pricing on top of that. So,
and the thing is, there's no real reason why you can't pick all the channels you want.
Right. Well, it's like you go to McDonald's, and it's like if you want a Big Mac and a fries and a Coke, that's what you get. There should be no. They're not forcing you to buy a McChicken and a nuggets and a wrap and a coffee, so you can get the things that you want. So why do the cable companies have to do it? Yeah, you can suggest it. You can suggest it all you want. But if cable companies started doing this, I bet you pirating would decrease.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, if I could pick the channels I wanted, although that we'd have very few because we don't really watch a lot of channels.
Yeah.
But most of my watching is either like when we're in bed. What the fuck is with you two?
What are you talking about?
Michael and Jim are drawing all over each other's faces. But like when Jim and I go to bed, we leave the TV's on all night. But that's like the only time we watch TV. Literally the only time the TV's on.
Yeah.
So.
Well, when I was flying, when I moved to Toronto, I got TV, the cable box and blah blah blah, and then I realized I'm paying $200 for TV that I never watch because I'm flying constantly, and I'm watching TV in the hotel rooms. And then on my days off, I go and visit friends. And so I'm like, cut it. I don't need it.
Yeah.
I just rely on my internet.
Well, that's the thing. I was like, most of the TV shows I watch, I actually watch more TV shows at work than I do while I'm at home. So, but I watch them online. So.
Yeah.
And when I come home, I have a website called putlocker.is.
Yep.
It has a lot of movies and stuff like that. So I watch that. YouTube, not YouTube, Netflix and Hulu.
Right. See, I wish I could get Hulu up here, but where Hulu was smart, and I don't want to give them anybody else any ideas, but Hulu, in order to maintain its content, you need a bank account or a credit card that's based in the U.S. in order to set up the accounts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I need someone who's willing to set up an account for me using their credit card, and I will just send them the $20 a month or the $8 a month, whatever it is, and then I could set it up and I can spoof that my Apple TV is actually in the States, but I can't spoof the thing because I don't have a bank account or a credit card that is an American account.
Oh, okay. Now, if you were to come down here, can you like go to a bank and open a credit card account?
Yeah, you could, but then I mean, you have to have. Well, I'm sure you could, but I mean, they've asked you for your residence and why are you doing it, and then yeah, taxes and all that could be a problem. But
no, I want Hulu, so
yeah, exactly.
Now, if somebody had a Hulu account here, could you just use their password and stuff?
I'm guessing yes, but I'm not 100% sure. I know that with Netflix you're allowed. I have a package where it's 4 people. Right, so my sister has access, David has access, and I have access.
As far as I know, we're allowed 3. Like Jim has, and I have.
Pay up to 4. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why Hulu hasn't done that. Honestly, Hulu, I watch Hulu probably more than I do Netflix. I could probably get rid of Netflix and not notice that I did.
I watch Netflix a lot.
The thing is, there's certain shows that are only on there that I really like Sense8. What's the one from Marvel Comics?
Daredevil.
Oh, Daredevil. There's another one.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, that's on Hulu too. So.
Okay, yeah.
She's a chick.
Alias.
Jennifer or something.
Yeah.
No, that's on Hulu too.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
That one I like too. So between there's what is the other one that's on? There's a 5 or 6 that are on
House of Cards, Frankie, and
Netflix that I like. So that's why I don't give it up. So.
No, I always find something. See, this is the problem for me, and this is the interface for Netflix on the Apple TV is absolute shite. It's absolutely impossible to find anything.
Shite.
It's like it only gives you 8 options. You know, under Sci-Fi, there's 8 options. But if I log in on my computer, I see the entire catalog.
Right.
So then I have to put it all on my list, and then I can go back to the TV. So it's just Netflix is doing shit for trying to get people.
Well, I have a lot of friends at work that they share their Netflix account.
Yeah.
You know, one of them has Hulu and the other one has Netflix, and they just share their account.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that way, like they both have both, but they only pay for one.
Right. Yep. What are you laughing at?
The two of those.
They're like kindergarten kids.
They're both like writing on each other's faces, and
I'm a little girl.
You have to go over to the YouTube channel to watch. Oh, that's not it. Anyway, but yeah, I think eventually now that I think that this court case that just came through, where they're going to is going to make a big change in things, because like in this area, you have your choice of Comcast or DirecTV. That's all you have. Oh no, I'm sorry. What's that shit that Verizon offers?
Xfinity.
That's your.
Oh no, BIOS.
BIOS, but nobody wants that. So. But I'm gonna go in there, and I have no problem with what we have now, and just leave.
You need me to come with you?
Yeah, well, I was expecting you to. We're going over. It opens at noon, so.
Because I'm the bad guy. No.
Well, you have just as much. You have to.
You're a pushover.
You're paying for it too, so you have as much to say about it as I do. So. But no, actually, I'm probably more of a pushover than you are.
Yeah, you want me to do the talking? I'll just go in and say, look, I have a high-definition TV. This is my bill. How do I get it?
Well, we don't get a bill, so you don't have that to get a hand of. But
well,
it's under my name, but I'll go. I mean, I'm going to be there, so I'll just start talking. I'll let you take over. But the thing is, I have no problem with walking out. The problem is our box that you have that goes under the TV. It doesn't have an HD hookup.
Oh God!
It's 100 years old.
Ah.
We've had it since we moved in here. What, 15 years?
Is it a square one? Still a big square thing?
I don't understand why we need those.
Does it have valves in the back?
Does it have valves in the back?
No, it doesn't. No valves or tubes, no. Well, it's funny because the new modem we got, the old modem we have is like approximately like I don't know what would that be, like 8 by 4. It's real small. The new modem we got is huge. It's like the size of like a VCR.
Are you sure that's the modem and not the TV box?
That's the modem.
All right.
And how big is it?
It's big. It's like literally like this long.
Oh my God.
I know.
Yeah. How'd you keep? Yeah. How'd you keep people away from you?
But we have our own router. But this comes with a built-in router, so we're going to see how.
Right.
That's why I didn't want to deal with this today, because I was like, this is going to screw everything up. Because when we first got this computer, we had actually physically plugged it into the router. Well, it turns out this computer has Wi-Fi, so
Right.
it was actually blocking it on a regular basis. Like every once in a while, it would just kick off. So once we unplugged it, everything was fine. So, and the thing is, like, I like having a password on my Wi-Fi.
Well, yeah. Maybe that's a sensible way to go.
Yeah, because for the longest time we didn't have one, and we felt like everything was really slow in the evenings, and
I wonder what was happening. Yeah.
I have the feeling our neighbors were using it.
Stealing your bandwidth.
Yeah.
It meant well.
Because it was funny. Like
they probably didn't even know they were using it.
Well, we put on a password, and then all of a sudden, like 3 days later, the Comcast was out here hooking them up.
Yeah.
So,
there was a lot of screaming and yelling that night next door. What were you doing with the goddamn computer?
Right? Yeah. So we'll see how it pans out, but I want to deal with the modem first thing in the morning and see how that works out.
They don't open until noon.
Why the modem here?
Oh, the modem. That's right. Yeah. I'm getting it all confused.
That works. So hopefully there won't be a big issue. According to their directions, it shouldn't be more than basically a plug and play and follow the website.
You really should only have to turn all the peripherals off, swap the modem out, turn the modem on, then turn on your peripherals, and everything should be fine.
Well, see, when I put this modem in that we have here, you have to call them and activate it.
Yeah, that's
So that
makes sense.
But according to the directions they gave me, I don't have to do that this time. So we'll see how that goes.
You might not need to. Like they've said that with me too when I moved, and I just lucked out that the previous tenant had the same internet provider. So when I came in and I plugged in my modem, everything was great, and I had internet from the get-go.
Yeah.
Okay. Gavin, did you see what Veritable Virgo said in your room?
No. What?
You need a cable box or a cable card to decode the cable signal. That won't change until the FCC changes its policy to move the hardware to software decryption. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it? It might be good things eliminating blocks of channels can lead to the...
Well, see, this is another issue that's come up from, and I think it's not thinking things through with this whole, $25 skinny package. Now the cable company says, oh, if that's what you want, you have to rent our cable box, and that's going to cost you $75 a month. So your bill is still $100 a month, right?
Well,
fuck off.
Well, the thing is, there's a thing we have. Well, I don't know about there, but in the U.S., if like we have this little box that goes on our spare TV that they had to give us for free.
Yeah.
That it basically picks up the signal of basic cable. Like it picks up what we have on the other TV, but it's not running the same channel. So
right.
So like we have two TVs. It used to be like Comcast tried to go for a little while do this whole thing where they had to charge you per TV.
Yeah, and that's a bunch of bullshit too.
Like, because it's not like I'm in every room watching a television. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but they that didn't last very long. So now they have this little tiny box the size of like a pack of cigarettes that they have to give you. They had to give us free when they cut out the over the air stuff.
Yeah.
Because it used to be, basic channels 3, 6, 10, 12. You could get those over the air with like rabbit ears and stuff like that. When they got rid of that, they had to give us these free boxes because they got rid of it.
Right. Well, that's what I was talking about earlier. I have rabbit ears that pick up the new HD signal. That's basically what it is.
Yeah. Well, apparently, supposedly in the U.S. they don't exist, but I think that's bullshit. So.
What, analog?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to get rid of. I don't need 8 remotes. That's my big thing.
Well, now apparently,
Trinidad, this is the first TV that I've been able to figure everything out with.
Oh.
Well,
the new one.
You have to deal with this, Jim, because apparently the new remote with the new setup that they have at Comcast has a talking feature.
Yeah, I know. You just talk into it.
Find something with Taylor Swift, and it'll go through like the.
Why did you pick Taylor Swift? I need to worry about you?
It was the only thing that popped in my head. I don't.
Who's Taylor Swift?
I loathe her anyway, but.
You know Taylor Ham. That's about it.
Okay, Taylor Ham. Okay. or you could say, like, in the middle of a show, if something comes up, you can say record this, and you get up and walk away, and it'll record it for you.
Oh.
Record this.
Record it, bitch.
Siri doesn't understand.
I know.
VV wants to address something. Can
ask Siri to sing to you.
Gavin?
What?
Veritable Virgo would like to be on the call. He needs to address something.
Okay.
Well, could you call him in?
Was David trying to get him, or is John on already? So.
I'm adding you now.
Tim in Alaska's in the room. Hey, Tim.
Hi, Tim in Alaska. How come Tim in Alaska never comes on the calls?
Sing me a song.
Veritable Virgo, I invited you. Unless you're blocking somebody.
Making a lot of friends there tonight, Mike. You still at the same place, Mike?
Certainly am. Yep.
I didn't see any Christmas pictures this year. I saw the one with the lasers, and that was it.
That was probably all I put on. We didn't have a big Christmas this year.
Okay.
That was quite sedate and quiet this year.
No fruitcake?
Actually, we didn't, no.
I
thought your mother made fruitcake for you guys.
No, I used to make it for the mother.
I make it, so, but not this year. Not this year.
Cookies this year. He usually makes a lot of cookies. He didn't make any this year.
No. Both of us are fighting the bulge.
Yeah, right.
Is it winning or?
No. I'm doing rather well. I had to go to the last notch of my
new belt.
The belt I've been using.
Right. You're not doing bad then, really, are you? No.
Huh?
You're not doing bad at all, really.
Well, no, but I still need to get down at least two more sizes in pants. So, Veritable Virgo, why are you not on the call?
He's coming. Hang on. Didn't have Chrome open.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
That's your problem.
I need to pay. Does anybody want to watch?
Good. Hurry up. I got to pee too.
While you're up, can you grab me a sandwich?
No problem.
Hey, Gavin, did you see that dude in Kentucky whose e-cigarette thing blew up in his pocket?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
There's a lot. If you know about e-cigarettes, okay, this one here.
It's not about the machine. It's about the fact that it's a lithium battery. It's the same battery that is in laptops. That's in
battery. It's a dumbass that's using it. You gotta
Yeah.
You're gonna stick it in your pocket, and there's a button like that you have to push. Turn it the fuck off.
Yeah, no, I get it. But the thing is I don't understand why people are making such a big deal about it, because it's the same battery tech that's in laptops, that's in wheelchairs, and yada yada yada. And there's a reason why they're considered a dangerous good.
Yeah, I think most airlines are telling people that they have to put it in their carry-on.
Yeah, you can't have it in
your check baggage. So
because they burst into flames.
Lithium, something to do with the pressure. I don't know why variable Virgo.
Well, ion batteries are funky like that.
I don't.
I'll be right back.
All right.
We'll wait right here for you.
Okay. So.
You guys look like complete idiots.
So.
There he is.
There he is.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey there, pineapple chicken ball.
Which one, chicken butt?
Now, he and I were talking about Chinese takeaway today. I said I was going, and then he's like, "Oh, now I have to go." And he was looking up online what he was going to order, and then he chickened out last minute and didn't order.
Oh,
that's right.
Sometimes you can masturbate and you're not hungry anymore.
It's veritable.
Yeah, but you know what? It's on my cell phone. I don't know why it won't let me do it on the computer.
Oh.
Because you're wearing green.
No. Hold on a second. I don't want my camera on. That's why.
Oh.
Why not?
I was enjoying looking at the seam on your ceiling where your wall.
Are you naked?
No. So what I wanted to mention was all of this stuff you were talking about the cable boxes,
right,
and the channels. What court case are you referring to?
I said I had only seen a glimpse of it, and I didn't really get to read the whole thing, so I'm not really sure.
Okay, I will look it up right now.
Was it something recent?
I saw it on Facebook.
Yeah,
it was on Facebook today.
Because just recently, what the FCC had done was proposed a change in their rulemaking that would allow people to use other boxes instead of cable boxes.
Right.
But that's only a proposal to change their rules, and then there's a public comment period that follows that. So that's far from being a done deal.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So we're not going to see any substantive change in that area for probably a year or more.
Yeah. Well, what I read had something to do with it was like basically a state or local court, and to me, I was just not even paying that much attention because that's just going to go farther and farther. That's going to end up in the Supreme Court in 5 years from now. So I really didn't give it that much relevance. That was
I think what happens is that the federal, the FCC has its own jurisdiction, and what they do now is they vote. I think they have Republican and Democrat appointed representatives.
Yeah.
And they pretty much voted along party lines, and as you would suspect, the Republicans don't approve it, and the Democrats do approve it.
Yeah.
And Tom Wheeler, who is the chairman of the FCC, who used to be a cable industry bigwig, sided with the Democrats and wants to advance this so that he wants to give consumers more choices.
Well, the thing is, I have the feeling that, well, let's put it this way: if they allowed that, if it wound up being that, all these companies that Comcast, Time Warner, I forget all there's 5 major.
Yeah, there's Charter, there's Comcast, there's Time Warner.
But they would basically, that would decimate them.
And well, yes and no.
Not so much. It's just
not really.
Well, compared to the
you don't have to make. No, It means that you don't have to spend an extra $75 renting their fucking box.
Right.
Yeah,
Which money
it's like
that's my point. That's money out of their pocket.
Yeah, but that would never happen.
But see, here's the thing: is
they'll just jack up the price to your cable.
I'm saying it's a good thing. I'm not sticking up for them.
No,
trust me, they're not going to lose money at all. Trust me.
But it's like
they'll charge you a software fee.
Right.
You're never gonna lose that $75 cable box fee.
Yeah.
They'll put it somewhere else. Well, what I would honestly like to see is say, okay, you know what, enough is enough. Stop gouging. It's ridiculous.
Right.
But you know what? I had an interesting conversation with someone, and maybe this is the right crowd. I don't know to talk about it, but what are your feelings on downloading a torrent of a TV show that's actually shown on digital airwave over the air?
What do you mean as far as like what is my
Is it wrong? Is it wrong if you could get it with an antenna to download it?
Well, no. I mean,
no.
Yeah, see, that was my argument, and this person got their nose way out of fucking joint about it, so...
Wait a minute, what are you saying? So it's free over the air, so it's a free broadcasted signal.
Yeah, it's like, say it's on
and
ABC.
And you're going to record it, right?
Or you download the torrent of it.
Well, I think the torrent is more of a piracy issue, isn't it?
But how is it a piracy issue if someone recorded it and put it on the internet for you to download when it was out there floating on the airwaves for you to stick an antenna up in the air?
I think it'd have to matter about what the public use law is regarding that file, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of the shows I watch, a lot of the shows I do watch are available online, but the reason I go to the torrent site that I watch is because everything is in the same place. I don't have to go to abc.com and watch it there. I don't have to go to cbs.com and watch it there. I don't have to go to, Sci-Fi Channel and watch it there. I can just watch it all on the Putlocker.
Mm.
They're all just streamed from those sites to that. And that's technically piracy.
See, and there was a company up here that just got shut down for doing. No, there was a company down there that got shut down for doing that. Again, you guys should really listen to the. Listen.
Go ahead.
You really should listen to the last episode of the North and South Things, Cutting the Cord. I think it's number 18, where they talk about it. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I just tried to sign in through Google Hangouts on my computer, and it keeps putting it under my real name instead of Veritable Virgo, so I'm not even going to try it.
Okay.
We all know your name is Meredith Baxter Burney. Get over it.
I'm a lesbian in real life.
MovieTube is the one that got shut down.
Yeah. But you know what's really interesting up here is, Netflix got all hot and popular, and so all of a sudden popped up this new company called Shomi, SHOMI,
right.
and nobody realized that was the big cable company.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it's owned by Rogers. So it's trying to double fuck you, double penetrate you.
That's hot.
Because if you're not going to take it from us there, we're going to take it from you here.
Right.
That's so fucking hot.
Yeah.
See, I have friends that do nothing but torrent sites. Like, they watch everything they watch on torrent sites. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So,
I can't confirm or deny that.
I use torrent sites to catch up on the American stuff, which don't get you. So,
See, I used to do Hulu, but I couldn't stand all the ads that they had on it.
I'm so used still used to cable TV. Like, it doesn't bother me. So.
Well, they were playing the same freaking ads like 3 times in a row, and I get sick of watching those 2 kids in the farmers market or whatever it was.
Oh, and it rolls me when they like ask you what option do you want on these. I was like, well, I don't give a shit. So I click the thing I know I won't buy, Because I would rather watch something I know I wouldn't buy. That way I'm not tempted. You know what I mean?
And that's the other thing I was going to tell you, Gavin, too. When you're talking about the over-the-air channels like ABC, NBC, and CBS, you can still get those. Those still exist in the United States. And that's what Turnip Head was saying. That's the high-definition antenna.
They
but
do?
What it is yeah, those channels, because they exist because the cable company gives them to you. The cable company gets them from the network. It's just that they're not on VHF anymore. They're carried on high definition, which is part of the UHF spectrum.
Right, they're not broadcasted over the air.
So, like in my area, say
They
channel
are broadcast
10.
over the air.
In my area, channel 10 is 10.1, and then they have a 10.2 channel. They have a 10.3, and they all have different content on all of those sub numbers or whatever you want to call them.
Right.
But you could still, if you put an antenna on your roof, you would still, within a certain radius, be able to get those networks for free in high definition.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and seriously, when David switched over, he's like, "Holy fuck, the clarity is I'm getting 1080 now, and I was getting only 720 with my cable company."
Yeah.
Well, see, that's one thing I'm curious about. Before I do, when I put this new modem on, I'm going to do. If anybody's got one of those, the little test sites where you can test your up and down.
Speedtest.net.
Yeah, speedtest.net. That's all you need.
I'm going to do that test beforehand and afterwards.
Yeah.
On all our items, because we have like basically 5 things that we're using at the same time most of the time. We got
Sling TV.
The 2 phones, the main computer, the Jim's Surface, and my laptop.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi should have no problem if your modem is up to speed. Most Wi-Fi routers can take up to 256 devices.
I want to see what speed I'm at both, and if I'm getting a higher speed on the old modem, I'll put that back on and send that shit back.
How old was your old modem?
Probably about
6 or 7.
Your new modem will work much better because it's a different it's a different firmware.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
The old one was called DOCSIS 2.0. The new one is going to be DOCSIS 3.0, and that's the standard that the cable company wants you to use.
Right. So I'm going to have to create another. Well, you know what? I'll just use the same password we already have.
Because that affects speed. The old software affected speed, connectivity, and dropout rate.
Yeah, and you can set up everything the same, and just swap it out so your devices will all connect and whatnot. Same network name, same password, and it'll just be.
I've got about 20 devices on my Wi-Fi.
Who's dying over there?
Gavin.
Did you hear that? I have about 20 devices on my Wi-Fi at any one time.
I'm working on switching over to the e-cigarette permanently, but
20 devices on your thing, and
yeah, I've got my Roku goes on it, the TV goes on it, the
I didn't like Roku.
Yeah, I liked it.
We got
racist.
I don't like Apple TV. I have a first generation Apple TV that it's just out of the box.
No, we have a second generation, but we got the Roku with the TV. Like it's like
it's built in.
And Jim tried to set it up, and they wanted us to put in a
credit card.
And I was like, well, no. Why would I do that?
Yeah, I didn't need a credit card to set mine up.
Oh, well, they asked us for one. There were certain things we couldn't access without it. So I was like, well, I already have.
It's only if you're going to buy stuff from them, like from one of their service content providers.
Well, my point being is, I already had the Apple TV. Why set up the Roku?
Right.
Wow.
Like the new Roku 4 supports ultra high definition, so 4K TV. But you need a 4K TV to play it on. So I definitely don't have that.
So we just decided to not bother with that. Jim's thing, well, my thing too, is the fact that we can't get high definition television on our 55-inch television. So, which is such a waste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, you can once you add the channels to that new. But you'll need a new cable box.
Well, that's the thing. I want to go in and be able to get a new cable box.
Yeah.
And not have to change anything.
Well, what do you have now? What do you have now with them?
It's just basically the lowest tier they have.
And your internet, right?
Right, and our internet. Yeah.
Is that already bundled?
No. Well, I mean, we get one bill. If that's what you mean.
Well, you probably see. It depends on how long you've had it that way. They may be able to offer you
15 years. So
yeah, they may be able to offer you a bundle with the internet and the cable with the high definition channels, maybe at the same price or even a little cheaper.
Well, that's fine, and that would be totally acceptable. But everything, like when I went online, everything included a house phone. I was like,
yeah, I'm sure you can say no to that. It's just those are probably the most standard packages. Because that's what I have here. We don't have Comcast, but that's what I got from my house.
Try to convince you to get the house phone.
Of course they do.
After a year, you can drop it. Well,
yeah.
Why don't?
Of course they do.
If I'm going to drop it, I'm not even going to use it. Why can't you just give me a new fucking cable box?
Yeah, I don't think they'd let you walk out the door if it was just a matter of not having you sign up for a phone bundle. That'd be pretty stupid.
Right. It would be, but.
You know what? We just might be safer walking in there saying, our cable box stopped. Can we get a new one?
Just go in there and say I've been. Just go in and say I've been a customer for 15 years. I want to add high definition channels and nothing else to my account. Can you help me with that?
That's basically what I was going to do.
All you tell them.
Right.
And if they say yes with a smile, you move forward. If they say no, or they try to give you something else, you say, look, I don't want to talk about the rest of this stuff. I just want the HD channels.
Right. Well, that would be my first reply if they were like, we can offer you. I'm going to be like, okay, let me just tell you straight out. Yeah. I don't want a phone.
Right.
This is what I want. I want internet access, and I want high definition television.
Because contrary to popular belief, some people still do need a landline phone.
Oh, I'm sure. But like, I just find the word need, I think, is a little strong.
Well, like I need it because in my area, cell phones are not very reliable.
Okay,
and my mom used my and
but we live in civilization, so
so do I. But but when we have a storm and the power goes out, it knocks out the local cell tower.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the one thing we actually still have.
when we get flooding, I notice my internet service, my telephone goes off.
The only time we have trouble is I have Sprint. I know you hate Sprint.
I have T-Mobile. Yeah.
But Sprint in our area is really good.
You're lucky.
Where we live, Jim has problems with it in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So.
I left Sprint after like 10 years because they couldn't even give me LTE.
Well, Jim and I split up, or like we used to be on the same program, like the same account.
Yeah.
Jim decided to go with his own when we went to Sprint because they didn't offer unlimited if you had a group account, which is totally ridiculous to me. But whatever.
No unlimited on a family plan, you mean?
On a family plan, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know, that's stupid. But so I just went with my own, and Jim went with his own, and he thinks about moving to somewhere else because when he's at work, he gets bad reception. So
yeah,
and I'm actually thinking about going from an Apple phone to an Android-based phone. So I'm just
shut the front door.
I have to hang up on you now.
Stop it, Turnip Head.
The main reason is because I don't really care for the idea that Apple controls everything I want to add to my phone. I want to put on some apps that are not available through Apple.
I hate Siri, and that's why I won't go on an iPhone.
You know why Apple does that is to maintain the integrity of the phone.
I totally get that, and I have no problem with that. But there are some.
I understand what you're saying. A lot of people don't get that.
There's one called There's a specific app called Movie Box, and the reason they don't allow that is because it's basically pirated movies.
Yeah.
I had it on my phone for 3 years and had no problems with it. Never glitched my phone. Never an issue. So there's no reason other than the fact that they're that they prefer to make you download movies from their system.
No, I get that. I totally get that. I mean, yeah.
Gee, I can't imagine why a company wouldn't want you to put a pirating software on their phone.
Well, the thing is, all it does is stream from pirated.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time.
It doesn't actually download the movies.
Well, I mean, come on, give it Apple doesn't even like the word foreskin. Every time I type it in, they want to change it to something else. So fuck yeah. Anyway, I wanted to back up and say.
Anybody else can autocorrect it to Ariel Porto when they type in AIR?
Yeah, exactly. No,
I do.
I'm trying to find it. I know I have it here somewhere, and I can't. It's driving me crazy. It must be the Percocet. But anyway, there is a website. There's a website where you put in your postal code or your zip code, and it will tell you where all the digital over-the-air frequencies are coming from.
Yeah.
On compass point, so you know where you can turn your antenna to face and get your channels from. And it just would be maybe something you could look into and see if it was worth spending $30 on an antenna and getting some of the channels in HD that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have something similar to that here. I think it's antennaweb.org or something.
See, the thing is though, if it just increases my bill by maybe, $5 a month or whatever, I would rather just deal with it that way. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it. I totally get that. Yeah.
Because then at least I can get the channels that you can't get over the airwaves that are in HD too. So.
Yeah, and one of the challenges with the over-the-airwave antenna is that it's subject to the curvature of the Earth, so distant channels might be harder to pull in unless you have a stronger antenna.
Didn't you know the Earth is actually flat?
Well, yeah, I didn't know that.
Did you see that picture?
So the power of the antenna is important. I had trouble getting PBS channels from Boston because they were further away.
Yeah.
But the locals came in. The locals came in at a quality level that rivaled what the cable company was providing.
Yeah.
Jim, you look good with a goatee. You should grow one back.
What?
You look good with a goatee.
It would be all white right now.
Right.
I would look like Santa Claus.
Exactly.
No, just get some Just for Men.
Yeah, just dye it.
Yeah, you can look like
or just get a Jim. Just get a Sharpie.
We'll see.
I'll touch it up once a week. Just go.
You ain't touching me. Maybe I'll grow one over the summer.
Yeah, see how you like it.
I look like Santa Claus.
I have a nice blonde streak in there.
What?
I have a white streak in mine.
A white streak. That's good.
You're a lot older than I am.
Yeah.
Not that much, baby.
Yeah. Mine's all white, Gavin.
Well, speaking of that, Jim, I still have to say thank you so much for that comment that you said to Jimmy Bear about why doesn't Turniphead have gray hair?
When was that?
A couple weeks ago. You made some snide comment about my hair being dark, and you're like, because he's not old.
How? I said you're not old, or did I say?
You said that I'm not old, and so you got an extra.
Expect him to remember that, Turniphead?
I know. He drinks.
I have to ask Ed Chan a question. The third from the last picture you posted, I want to know who that man is. I'm fucking that guy.
Can I just make a comment about the flat Earth people?
Yeah.
Did you ever see that photo? Did you see that photo that's been floating around the last couple of days where someone has been saying, just be careful, the flat people who believe in the flat Earth movement are all around the world.
You know what? Those people are so stupid. This is my main argument with them. They say that when you look at the horizon, that no matter how high you go, it's always flat. I'm like, dude,
no,
there's a horizon. That's the point.
Yeah,
we're all doomed.
That there's a horizon proves you're wrong.
Yeah.
And these people vote.
Well, that's what scares me. Like, we're going to actually go ahead and build the fucking wall because we want to keep you guys in.
What's this?
Well, after Trump wins, we're all going to be heading up your way. So.
No, here's the thing. I'm going to say this.
He's not getting in.
Who the fuck thinks we want you up here? You couldn't fucking stop Trump. What makes you think we want you up here? You're just going to bring up the problem.
You're right.
I'm still waiting for him to say, just kidding.
Yeah. April the 1st is coming up.
Well, that March 1st is the big what do they call that? Super Tuesday.
Super Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
April 1st is April Fool's Day. You say April Fools.
Except this year we'd be calling it Stupid Tuesday.
Yeah.
He's sick.
Aw. Yeah, but that's all right. Sometimes you got to crash and burn to make it right. So.
Yeah, well, how bad does it have to get?
Well, I was going to say, and if you're going to do that, don't bring the rest of everybody down with you. Just do it on your own.
Well, the thing is, he doesn't want to build a wall for Canada.
Yeah, well, we're going to build one. We're going to build one.
Cruz visit his relatives.
No, we're going to build one.
He can't build that wall because he wants the Mexicans to pay for it.
What's that?
Well, not only that, he wants them to work for him too. So
yeah. Man's a nut job.
Definitely.
It's all in his ego.
Let me just do this, and honestly, I know I'm going to...
Michael, I'm going to come move in with you if he wins.
I got spare room. That's fine. I do not want him to be president. Oh, he's a walking liability. He will... this morning I asked, can a serving president be sued?
It's a good question.
I thought...
Because he will be. Yeah.
I thought, wasn't there a case with Clinton and they postponed it until after his presidency?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. There's always a case with the Clintons. I don't know.
Although they can censor them, right? Or censure.
Censure.
As long as he doesn't turn around and say, "I have never been a quitter."
Well, see, I think the big thing is whether it's, are you going after the individual or the office of the president, right?
Yeah.
Because someone had... Right. So, you know, with the case with Clinton, it was a personal case against Clinton, not against the president of the United States.
Right.
Right. So you can't sue the office, but you can sue the individual. But that individual is performing his duties in that office, so that's why it got postponed. But my question is, what has happened? Like, I know this isn't an answer. There's no answer to this question, but it just boggles my mind to think what happened that the Republicans got so fucking crazy.
It's called the Tea Party.
Yeah, it's been building.
But I mean, but what started that? Like,
there's an angry, uneducated populace.
Yeah.
That
Glenn Beck.
That just that has been raised with the idea that everything that's wrong with their life is somebody else's fault.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
And
truthfully, Turniphead, I think it started with Glenn Beck and Rush Limbaugh, and the crazy train just kept rolling.
Yeah.
The Republicans created a monster when they let the Tea Party become what it is.
Yep.
During the
last cycle.
Because during the time when the black guy was running for president.
Right.
Yeah.
And it has just escalated out of their control, and they don't know what to do about it.
Well, look at John Boehner had no idea what to do about it.
Well, the smartest thing he did was let go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
I mean, that whole party gave birth to Sarah Palin and Michelle Bachmann and all of the crazies.
Oh yeah. Yep. And
they've gotten a lot of clout lately within the Republican Party, unfortunately.
The problem is that Republicans don't know what to do, and the smartest thing they can do is, and I've heard rumor that this is like something they're planning on doing, that if Donald Trump actually gets the candidacy,
nomination,
the nomination, they're just going to cut him loose and not give him anything.
And they can just assassinate him.
And then he's going to sue them, and that's going to hold everything up.
Well, I loved his comment about he's going to sue any news outlet that speaks negative of him.
Exactly.
Okay,
right. And my point was, has he even read the Constitution?
Well, that's right, Gavin. You posted that.
Yeah.
And well, no, of course he hasn't read the Constitution, because then they would also know that the Second Amendment isn't
what they say it means. Yeah.
Is what it say it is.
The thing is, apparently nobody gives a shit, because like the religious people keep voting for him, even though he sat there and said, well, 2 Corinthians. What? Not second.
2 Corinthians walk into a bar.
Right. He doesn't even know how to quote the Bible properly, and people think he's religious. They don't care because they can't think he's actually religious, but they still vote for him.
I still want to see his tax returns.
I think that's going to get kind of shitty.
Because when he says we're looking into it, it means he's doctoring them.
Right. Well,
to cover up shit.
Doctor them. So.
Liquid paper.
Yeah.
He can redact them, but that would just make it look worse.
I wouldn't put it past him to have 2 sets of tax records.
Oh well, yeah. Let's face it.
He's a billionaire after all.
Yeah, well, he's a broke billionaire. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Everybody looks at him saying he's successful, but he's only successful because he's screwed every corporation he's ever owned.
Well, yeah. I mean, he has no success stories. His casinos have all gone out of business.
Yeah, four times he's declared corporate bankruptcy.
And right now there's a lawsuit that's going to come around in the next couple of months, probably by June, where like he's being sued for his university.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically what it was a bunch of people going into a room, hearing a speech about Trump, and getting a picture of them standing with a cardboard cutout of Donald Trump, and that's what they got for their $3,600.
Yeah,
and it wasn't an accredited university.
You know, the thing is, and I posted this on my Facebook page at one point. I said, he's a shrewd businessman first, and a reality star, TV star second. There's nothing presidential about that man.
No, there isn't.
You're right.
I would be surprised if somebody actually sat down and quizzed him on the Constitution. I would be surprised if he even knew a tenth of what's in there.
See, that's not even the issue, because the people that are going to
know a lot.
But the people that are going to vote for him could give 2 shits about the Constitution.
That's the problem.
They see him as a reality TV star, and for them, reality TV is their reality.
And I had said to somebody earlier today, Christina Aguilera could run for president of the United States and probably get bigger crowds than he gets. So he's
only if Cher is her vice president, though.
Right, but he's not even. My point, not even a success story in that. So. It's a shame. It's a shame.
It is. It's a joke.
And everybody that I know that likes him, when you get them down to brass tacks, they're just like, well, I just don't like anybody that's like, I don't like the what is it?
Rubio
called?
and Cruz.
No, they don't like the establishment.
He is part of the establishment. He always has been.
But see, to them, he's not.
They don't see that, right?
Well, that's like them saying that, and a lot of people like Bernie Sanders. I like him too, but a lot of people are like, well, Bernie Sanders isn't the establishment. Well, he's been in politics for 30 years. What are you talking?
Yeah, of course. So how are you not part of the establishment? It's like people that don't understand they don't even understand what that argument means.
Right. Exactly. That's the exact point. So
yeah.
Anyway, let's.
I mean, Trump is connected by money for his entire life. Did they think for a second he doesn't have lobbyists working for him to get all his buildings built?
Well, that's the thing. It's like how a guy that has never been poor in his entire life, never had to work. Are you seriously going to consider the idea that he's going to work for the poor?
Yeah, please. And if the world didn't think we were crazy with George W. Bush, they're going to certainly think we've gone over the deep end with Donald Trump.
We will be completely crazy.
But so here, I'm going to throw this up there, though. But what are we going to do? Because I'm not saying that this is a possibility, but I'm saying it is a possibility.
Well, I'll just come have pork barbecued chow mein with you.
Right, but well, no. What I'm saying is, we've got North Korea developing nuclear weapons, and they're having their temper tantrum. We have Russia doing whatever it wants to and having its temper tantrums. We have Donald Trump doing whatever he wants to and having tantrums. So what's the world supposed to do? We've got 3 babies with nuclear power.
Well, we don't
have World War III, and it will be televised.
No, but I mean, seriously, that's
going to be on NBC.
We have way more than 3. I mean, there's not just them.
No, I'm just picking those 3 off the top of the head.
Bodies. We have.
You've got Iran and Iraq.
I'm starting to believe the president does less of anything. You know what I mean? Like what the hell does he do?
Well, see, the thing is,
well, it depends on what TV show you watch. Are you watching House of Cards or are you watching Scandal?
This is what has always bothered me about the political arguments is they keep bringing up things that are domestic issues, and Congress has more control over those issues,
right? Exactly.
Than the president does.
True that, but
when it comes to war and things like that, the president has much more control, thanks to George Bush, than the Congress does.
Merlin.
But
so, like, if you want to talk to the president, don't worry about domestic issues because those are out of his control.
But here's the thing: is your domestic, the American domestic issue, is snowballing into an international issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because this country that's supposed to be the leader of the free world, the epitome of everything, has more homeless people than anywhere else. It has more uneducated people than anywhere else. There's more people living in poverty than anywhere else, right?
Prisons.
So, like, more people living in prison, more HIV infections than anywhere else. Like, what?
Vote Sanders.
Yeah. No,
What'd you say, Gavin?
It's
Vote
the
Sanders.
just for me, it's the hypocrisy. What's so great about America right now? I don't see it.
And,
right.
And how many veterans have come home from all these wars that we keep continuing? For
right.
No reason whatsoever that just create more wars that come home and are not taken care of.
Yeah. Well, right. Because your veterans or your military, or wait, hold on a second, your citizens are disposable, so you can use them until you're done and then just throw them away.
And what does that mean? Oligarchy.
Right, exactly. Because
people like the
John
Brothers and the Waltons and all those people just standing back and controlling everything. Those are the people that actually pull the strings.
Yeah. And
that's why we need term limits in Congress. So.
Yeah.
Oh, totally. That thing needs to.
Or just sane people. Lots of sane people you need.
Well, here's the thing. Why don't what I think America needs is.
But go ahead.
I was going to say what America needs is people with education.
Yeah, that'll help.
And our country has spent so much. The Republicans have knocked down and cut education and funding and tried to break it up.
Well, the Republicans have done their job. They've done their job to keep people stupid.
There is nothing. Yeah. There is nothing different between what that motivation behind the Republicans than the third world Islamic countries who won't let children go to school so they can indoctrinate them.
See, people that don't live in America may not know this, but the more highly Republican states are all in the South, and 10 of those are the most
illiterate,
just something uneducated, and
illiterate.
They're also the most highly
because if you can't read for yourself, you have to believe what I'm telling you.
And it's the highest level of gun ownership too.
Yeah, and we do know that a certain person likes uneducated people.
Well, the one argument I have to say though, the higher gun ownership is in the South, but the least mass shootings are also in the South. So just
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but
why is that unfortunate? But
because we need to thin the herd down there.
I'll be right back, boys.
And I'm going to Georgia.
You see my point?
Don't get shot, Jim.
Nah, I'll be busy.
Just duck the bullets.
Don't get me wrong. I am totally for common sense gun regulation. However, they're doing it from the wrong. My personal view is, if you want a database, you should go with, okay, every time there's a person that should not have a gun, they should be in the database.
I think they're trying to do that.
Then all it will take is 2 seconds, a quick search, and you know the person should have a gun.
Well, I think they're trying to do that, but they had to amend the HIPAA laws in order to allow that information to flow between the agencies.
Right.
Oh wow. That's something I never thought of.
They didn't think of that when those laws were being drafted.
Right. And I
also didn't have.
I could see.
Didn't have a big gun problem when it came into this.
I can see why that would be an issue too. Yeah, as far as a psychological issue. But But there are also kind of ways around that. I'm not saying it's foolproof, but there are issues where if a person is, within a statistic,
right?
Like say they've been arrested for abusing animals, which always seems to be a precursor to worse things. That you understand what I'm saying? Like there are ways around.
Build a psychological profile on people based on those behaviors.
Right.
And
my point is, for everybody to go in and say you should be able to just show your identification, like in New Jersey, you show your identification, they run your numbers. Here it takes 10 days, I think. I'm reasonably sure it's like 10 days, but it should be like basically a website search.
Well, and some states don't require identification. Some states don't even require like a waiting period. So there's nothing universal across the country. So you have to also there has to be common ground there as well. So a system will work seamlessly across the country.
Like the big argument is always, well, Chicago has the worst crime rate in the world in the United States, and they have the strictest gun laws. Yeah, but Chicago's not an island.
Right.
You go 10 miles in any direction, well, other than the water, and pick up a gun at a gun show.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Also Chicago doesn't cover the gun shows.
Right.
if there's a gun show in Chicago, you can go in there and buy, 25,
Yeah. Well, people make illogical arguments to try to prove their case.
Right.
The things that, and recently with the articles that are flying across the internet, is it's really interesting that everyone's all up in arms about legislating what we can do with one of these as I hold up my iPhone,
Right.
and force Apple to break into that. But we're not looking at what really was the weapon in San Bernardino, the gun. Right? And where someone needs to explain to me the logic, and I know none of you in this room will be able to because I'm pretty sure you agree with me, is why is it so hard to learn how to drive, and why do you have to go through so much to drive, but you can just go to a gun show and pick up a gun?
Right. And the thing with the Apple thing, I totally agree with him that he should stand his ground. I think he's going to...
I hope so. We talked about it in our show that comes out next week, but I mean, if he didn't stand up for it, God damn it, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
See, and the thing is everybody's like, well, it's only one phone they want to get. No, it's
not.
It's like hundreds that New York...
your phone would never be safe.
California has, I think, 10, and then New York has 170 that they want to get a hold of this. The FBI wants to get a hold of this, and it's like, so no, it's not one phone.
Right,
you open Pandora's box, and
it is a total Pandora's box thing, because then what that also means is when someone leaks that, then all the black hatters out there have the information, and nothing is safe anymore. Right. Unless it's written on a sticky note stuck to your desk.
And let's say Jim, somebody one of these guys that is on this like watch list accidentally dials one number off and gets Jim. So now he's on the
exactly
the watch list. It's like no, that's just bullshit. No, no. So I totally get why they want to, but. You know what?
Exactly. I totally get it. I totally understand why they want to do it, but that's not how the world works.
Yeah, do your job. Sorry.
Yeah. I often wonder,
I think Apple will win on that.
I hope so.
Well, the thing is, they don't have Scalia now. So, and I think Kennedy would go their way. So now they got to the Republicans are actually hurting themselves.
So this question popped into my head the other day while I was doing laundry. What do you think would be different today if 9/11 had never happened? And when I say that, there's two options, two roads to go down. One, if it never happened because it was never conceived, and number two, if it had been thwarted. Where would we be today under those two circumstances?
Well, one, we wouldn't have the
I love thwarts.
What?
Well, one, we would have never invaded Iraq.
No. But if it had never been conceived, so it never had happened, there was never any evidence, we would never have invaded Iraq.
Well, the thing is, even if it was thwarted, I can't say that word, but
thwarted. See, I disagree with that.
I don't think we would. I think George Bush, the whole concept of going into Iraq was just to finish what his dad wanted to do.
I agree with you on that point. There's enough to give me that hunch. But what I'm saying is, what's the difference in my mind between thwarting the attack and the attack never ever being conceived? Is if you thwart it, you're left with the impression that there is this imminent danger, perceived danger out there,
right,
that you need to protect yourself. And I would say we would not be anywhere further ahead. We would still be in the same, living in the same fear that we do now. Whereas if it had never been...
I don't think that if 9/11 would have happened, we wouldn't have gone into Afghanistan.
Say again?
We wouldn't have gone into Afghanistan. That was the only reason we went into Afghanistan. Correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that is a big thing. I mean, thousands of people, Americans died there. So that is a big thing. As far as Iraq, I think Bush was just looking for a reason to go there. But and so I mean that may not have been like stopped, but at least we weren't in Afghanistan. So. Did I answer your question?
Well, no, it's not so much that there's an answer. It's something to think about.
Yeah. I'm going to pee. I'll be right back.
Get a bucket.
Catheterize.
You know, after my last surgery where I had to be catheterized, I was like, you know, it's a little bit uncomfortable for about 4 seconds.
And then
it's pretty fucking sweet. I like this. I might have to look into it.
What does it feel like?
It feels like that feeling where you have to piss so bad and you're trying to squeeze so hard so that you don't piss yourself, and then you can make it to the gas station or whatever. Right? And then all of a sudden, boom, it's gone.
Oh, wow.
It's just because the way the muscles work, they don't work to open backwards that way.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and your instinct is to clench, and you can't, because that'll make it really worse. So you just have to breathe through it and whatnot. What was worse for me, actually, is when they took it out.
Breathe, you little bitch.
Well, she took it out at night, and I was like, I can't get out. I can't get up and walk for another 8 hours because where the incision was in my groin, and I'm like, so why don't you leave it in so I don't have to get up and pee in a paper urinal at night? And she's like, oh, doctor's orders. I was like, oh, fucking twat.
So she wakes you up at 2 a.m. to remove your tubes.
Yeah. Oh. But I know a lot of guys that do sounding that have catheterized themselves, and it's more a fetish thing. But
it's not really that hard to do. I've done it to myself.
I'm sure. Yeah. No, but I toy with the idea because sometimes when my Lasix kicks in, I'm peeing every 5 minutes.
Wow. That's hot.
Well, if you're a piss pig, I'm your man.
Would you wear a hood? I'm kidding. Well,
you weren't totally joking there. That's the thing. That was funny.
He wasn't joking the least bit.
Yeah. What did Ed Chan post that Gavin?
I'm saving shit for later.
What happened? What's he posting?
The men at play.
Donald Trump claims he could have stuck.
No, the ones above that.
What's meat play?
Men at play.
Oh.
What?
Men at play.
Oh, men at play. Okay.
I guess it's time for new ones, huh?
Men in suits. Just call it that.
That was a good show.
Huh?
Anytime I see a man.
Okay. Ed Chan's like, I had no idea you were a piss pig. I'm not a piss pig, but I can piss 5 liters in a matter of 2 hours when I'm on my pills. So if somebody wants to get pissed on, I'll piss on them.
Oh, where's Toppy?
Friend of mine, it was absolutely hilarious because there's a bar here that has it's the house that it's a converted house, and the house was built in the late 1800s, so the plumbing's not so good.
Right.
And the men's bathroom upstairs, the urinals don't always flush properly, so they're constantly just filling the bowl with ice cubes, so that it's, kind of diluting the stench and whatnot.
Yeah.
And so my friend, he posts online, Is it just me, or do you get excited when you go to urinal and you get to piss into a bunch of ice cubes like it's a game or something like that?
Oh yeah, and you put a hole right through it.
Right. Yeah, I know. So all these
bottom of the urinal.
Yeah, all these guys are talking about what their techniques and what they try and do. It was just hilarious.
If you have a real dark pee, have you ever tried to spell your name?
I used to do that in the winter. That's why I say that. Remember when my accident, when on the plane, when I wrecked my shoulders, the turbulence hit while I was peeing, and I managed to not pee on myself because I was really good at drawing my name in the snow. That was my self-proclaimed whatever. But
It's hard to dot the I's. I will say that.
I will. Yes. So I never did my last name. I only did my first name.
What about you, Gavin? Did you spell your name?
When I was a kid, yeah. We always did that. No, I was looking for one of my friends from work had posted a picture of somebody. What the hell was that?
VV.
Turnip head.
No, that's not me. That's Veritable Vertigo.
You're on here twice.
Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry. Nice. Nice, Michael.
Now you're on here twice. There. Now you're only on here once. Now you can unmute yourself. But one of the girls at work had posted a picture of somebody had taken in the snow, like drawn "I love you" or "I heart you" or whatever it is, with red spray paint. But I had to put it under the post. It's like, when your pee looks that color, you should probably go to the doctors.
That's hilarious. There's a bar in Montreal. What was the Eagle in Montreal? And it was on 2 floors. And so up on the top floor, they had set this system up where I think it was on Tuesday nights was piss night. And so they would have contests, and they would put a pitcher at the bottom, and there was this long plastic tube, and you'd go upstairs and you'd stick your dick in the tube, and the piss would go all around the tube and come down, and whoever filled the bucket the biggest would get to drink for free that night.
You always won.
I was too fucking chicken back then. I was still growing into my pig.
Grow into my pig.
I hate when that happens.
This is actually the first time that this Hangouts worked on my computer.
What was that?
I said this is actually the first time I've gotten stupid Hangouts to work on my computer.
Oh.
Don't call me stupid. It has feelings.
That's right. It never would work on the Mac. It would never work right.
Oh. It might have been an error 18.
Don't go Mac bashing, Kevin.
I didn't say a word. I have no problem with Macs.
And they work?
I have an Apple iPhone. I have an Apple TV.
What you were saying earlier is I like the cross compatibility. Like I can throw something from my Apple my iPhone up through my Apple TV onto the TV.
Yeah,
like
I really like that. I really like.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I will miss. Is like, but I don't know. Can you sync an Android to an Apple TV?
No.
What was that?
You could just put a Chromecast in the back for about $30.
Yeah,
you could do Chromecast.
35. Yeah. I have a Chromecast. I don't use it. It's pretty much worthless to me.
Well,
because all you can do is stream content from your computer or your phone, and I can already do that on my Roku.
Yeah.
You can hear.
Hey, who's got the cuckoo clock?
Gavin.
You can hear both of them. You can hear it on Jim's. It's halfway between me and Jim. So.
Yeah.
So, I bet you're a big hit when that goes off when you're at the library. I mean, the bookstore.
Well, I don't have a cuckoo clock on my. I don't carry it around with me.
You thought it was on his phone, right?
I thought it was on your phone. Yeah.
No. We actually have cuckoo clocks. We have 3 of them. Only 2 of them work though. The other one will go off in a minute or
Can you
two.
imagine that turn of head? It goes off. Oh, it's time to go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Pull your pants up. Time to go home.
Yeah. Well, it's like I've heard many an interesting conversation at Steamworks when someone's phone goes off, and they're in their their rooms. The walls don't go all the way up to the ceiling. The other one.
It's 10 o'clock.
The walls don't go all the way up to the ceiling, so you can hear what's going on in the room next to you, but you'll hear some guy pick up the phone and go, "Yeah, I'll pick up the bread." Okay, yeah.
Or
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was late. I'm running late at the office, or
Yeah. Well, yeah, you got bathhouse music going on in the background, but.
You're a kitty.
That was my cat.
Louie.
He's gonna get killed one of these days because he never shuts up at night.
Aw. Don't kill him.
No, I won't.
You just have to cuddle more.
He doesn't cuddle.
You have to keep him more active during the day. Don't let him nap.
I just chase him down the hallway like a madman. At 3 a.m. when he won't shut up.
Get him one of those things that go in the ground that every time they go near it, it starts moving, so they chase it.
My cat doesn't do that. He sleeps most of the time, all day long.
The feral cats in the backyard. I have a laser pointer.
Oh, nice.
And I'll stand at the window and I'll play around on the ground and make them chase it. It's pretty funny to watch.
You know what I hate when people do is when they those videos where they put the cucumbers near the cats.
Oh my God, they crack me up.
You know why that happens? That happens because cats instinctively, when they see something that's long and dark and slender like that, they think it's a snake.
Oh,
it's a predator, so they jump. So you're psychologically damaging the cat by doing that, and people make freaking YouTube videos thinking it's funny.
Okay, yeah, you're assuming that it's psychologically damaging the cat.
Whatever it is.
I don't think there's any long-term trauma.
If you're eating out of a bowl in your kitchen, turn of head, and I put an alligator behind you,
I'll get over it.
When you jump.
When you jump just a little
But
bit.
if you put a plastic one, I would jump and then realize it's not. So,
Yeah, well, see, I'd get over it, and then I'd feel really good when I cut your nuts off.
But you might have PTSD from plastic alligators going forward.
You're right. No. Well, no, I was going to say something. I'll just shut up. Nothing.
All right, let's. I think we should say good night tonight. So.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Okay. See you
Good
tomorrow.
night.
See you later.
It was nice seeing you again. Good night, everybody. What?
Nice talking to you, Veritable Virgo. We never get to talk to each other.
Same here. Well, now that I know this stuff works, maybe I'll do it more often.
Well, that would be nice.
That would be good.
All right. Good night, everybody.
I like it when somebody knows what's going on.
Yeah, right. Instead of our just babbling on endlessly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Good night. Thank you in the chat room for posting a great porn tonight, Ed.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Turnip Head.
Night.
Night.